Now, I don't know if y'all ever go to the movies expecting to see greatness. Now, I'm ready to see Avengers Doomsday. And imagine you walked into the theater, Mars, ready to see an epic movie of proportion that we haven't seen in years. And then it just lays an egg in the first 5 minutes, and yo, this is trash. This movie sucks. The buildup was not worth the wait. That was last night. That was the Lakers versus the Thunder. As somebody said on Twitter, what did a certain somebody say on Twitter, Mars? For the second time?
We was gonna see there's levels to this basketball.
There's levels to this. And for the second time in a row, there are levels to this chill. And the OKC Thunder, I'm talking about obliterate. I'm talking about confiscate, rob, in daylight, at home. The Thunder walk into the Lakers' crib, take everything, the diamonds, the jewelry, and I'm not talking about in 4 quarters. In 5 minutes, the Lakers were so shook, they were turning the ball over left and right. Chill, it was an abomination. That game was a destruction. I thought fire was going to rain down from the top of the arena. It was that bad, Chill. Goodness gracious, what did we just see?
Exactly what you just said, Swipe. You actually kind of stole my thunder. It reminded me. I remember as a kid, Moss, I ended up buying. Well, I first heard Adina Howard's "Freak Like Me" single, and I was supercharged about the album. I was like, "Yo, this chick is dope." Swipe, that album was garbage, trash. I was so disappointed in it. Same thing happened with Montel Jordan. I was so excited when I heard this is how we do it. I went and bought that album. Garbage. Trash. Shit was garbage. I was
Adina was so fine though.
And that was another reason why I went and bought the album. That's Luka. I'm seeing what he was doing, the lead up to it. I'm like, yo, okay, this is going to determine where Luka falls in the league MVP votes. This is going to determine where he ends up. Trash, Ox. After that first single, nothing else. In fact, have you ever, Ox, went to see a movie and in the middle of the movie you walked out? Have you ever heard a CD
Yep.
and in the middle of the CD you was like, man, turn this garbage off. Get this shit out of here. That's what happened yesterday. I'm watching the Oklahoma City Thunder basically rip the Lakers apart. And it started right from the beginning. It wasn't something that gradually happened. I'm watching this and we're at 11-2 and I'm thinking, this is not going to be this bad. There's no way that this is going to be this bad. And then it just got worse as the game went on. A guy that you guys talk to me about all the time, Mars, if you're going to put $200 million in Austin Reeves' name on that contract, your ass is going to be in a lot of trouble. And you know why you're going to be in a lot of trouble? Because the one thing that I've learned about Austin Reeves is when he is not getting busy as a bucket getter and as a guy who can get to the rim, he looks really average. Because when you put him in space where he has to do those other things, he looks very average. And I know that Oklahoma City is a damn good team. I'm not going to argue that point. I know that they're a damn good team. But when a guy like that, who I know that isn't one of his biggest strengths, for them to take him completely out of everything that he was doing, it just made things even worse. For them to lose in the fashion that they did, it just looked bad. I'm watching an Oklahoma City team basically turn every bit of their defense. It's difficult from a defensive standpoint. It's difficult to turn all of your defense into offense. You could turn some of your defense into offense, but to almost convert on everything that you do defensively, you really put that team that you're going up against behind the 8 ball. Because my offense is already good as it is. But then when I'm turning my defense into offense almost every trip, I make it almost impossible for you to deal with me.
Yeah, I don't think people, if you didn't get a chance to watch the game yesterday, or if you didn't get a chance to watch it from the beginning, Chill said when it got to 11-2. Okay, so that is true. It got to 11-2, and it was kind of like, this is going to get nasty. This is getting nasty. But the thing that happened, Mars, immediately for me, if you're going to beat the OKC Thunder, Mars, in your opinion, and then if you disagree with mine, in your opinion, what is the number one thing you cannot do versus OKC?
Turn the ball over.
And brother, Austin Reeves in the first quarter had 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 horrible turnovers in the first quarter were just basic entry passes. Now, I don't want to, not one of them wasn't his fault because DeAndre Ayton 100% let go of the basketball or at least didn't grab it. And so I don't want to say it was all on him. But in the first quarter, he had 4 turnovers to his name. In the first quarter, Luka Doncic had 2 turnovers to his name. So you're telling me in the first few minutes of the game, your 2 best players all had 6 turnovers. And LeBron, who I actually thought was the best player for the Lakers, whatever that means in the first half yesterday, LeBron had a turnover. So your 3 best players had 7 turnovers in the first quarter. And again, if you give OKC an opportunity, and I'm telling you, chill, the other part about this, we'll get to Shea, who I thought was great second quarter, third quarter. But in that first quarter, Shea was not playing like great. He was bricking just like Luka was. But the thing is like Shea also just wasn't turning the ball over on the other end. Like I think Shea started off 1 for 6. And then it's like you're in a good position.
1 for 4. Yep. It was 1 for 4.
But you're in a good position.
Sure.
You have an opportunity. But the issue is if you turn the ball over, and then the next thing about this is Lu Dort. Lu Dort is the game breaker for both OKC, and he's the game breaker for the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mars, Chill, and Ox. If Lu Dort is breaking his threes, hey,
we got a ball game.
Good defense. Good defense. We live it. But if Lu Dort start hitting sidestep, pump fake, flyby, and he just starts making contested threes, oh yeah, it's over. It's over. Like
when
game's over.
When you go up against a team like Oklahoma City, who's already awesome at almost everything that they do, your margin of error is small. And I've said this to you, Mars, even before they played the Lakers. One of my biggest issues with the Lakers throughout the course of this season is the athleticism. I think that they have a legit shot against teams when they can control the pace of the game. So if they play against Denver, if they can slow the game down and we can get you in more of a half-court set, we can take care of the basketball and we can exploit some mismatches. I think that you have an opportunity when you play against Houston, you play against Minnesota. I think you got a shot. But when you run up on teams that got a bunch of guys who can run fast and jump high, and you can't compete with that aspect of the game, I think that it really puts you behind the 8 ball because your margin of error is already small. And then when they force you to do things that you're not accustomed to doing, and now they turn this into their game, and on top of that, we got 12 guys to your 8, 9 guys. We got 12 of them, and we continuously throwing guys at you. It's a disaster it's a disaster of a matchup for the Lakers.
Is there something too? You also yesterday when you're watching this game, I don't know, Mars, if you credit this towards Luka's hamstring injury, which we are, and unfortunately, Chill, it's probably going to be the biggest discussion we're going to have today. Just knowing how the show works, just because there's an opportunity where Luka might not be eligible for postseason awards anymore, which I think will be on top of Anthony Edwards already missing out because he missed the game. So with Cade and Luka and Anthony off the board, obviously that's going to affect a lot of different things.
Sure.
But Chill, when you watch them play, why do y'all think Luka struggles so much with OKC? What is it about their defense? What is it about their personnel that causes him to struggle? Remember yesterday when we were doing the Splash Sports read, Mars, remember his more was at 31. Mm-hmm. Remember I read to you that he hasn't had over 31 points versus them in 2 years. What do you think it is about OKC in particular that causes him so many issues?
Ox?
What do I think?
Yes, sir.
Causing from it? I thought you asked Mars. They're just swarming him. I don't know. I'm actually surprised by it. I didn't like we were talking about. I said before, I don't really think people really can stop Luka, and I still don't think in a 7-game series that it looks this way. You know what I'm saying? Like in a game-by-game basis, sure, last night was pretty ugly. Even before the game was done before he got hurt, right? But I still don't think it looks like this in a 7-game series.
Yep.
But I mean, they're a hell of a defense. All of them are. It's like a pack of hyenas when you play against OKC, and we've discussed that before.
Yep.
So I don't think there's any like mystery to it. I mean, when you watch, you just see how them dudes defend. It's not, it's just nothing. It's nothing that we got to really like decipher or anything. You can look at them dudes and see everybody's bought in. Or it's a team defense. It's a team scheme, Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, they're running, like recovering, they're switching when they have to. You know, it's right there in front of us. There's nothing to be surprised about, nothing to be shocked by. These dudes are playing defense.
Mars, my fault. As you were saying, Mars, I apologize.
No, it's fine. I think they do a good job of disrupting his rhythm and like his cadence. Guys like Luka, it's kind of like James Harden, where it's like he wants to get into like his rhythm, like his between cross, whatever. But like they do a good job of disrupting that. So even when like he gets into open shots, it's uncomfortable because it's not in his normal rhythm and whatever he wants to get into. Like J-Dub ripped him one time. There was one time on the right sideline where he wasn't able to get into what he wanted to get to. The only like real breakdown they had when it came to guarding Luka was like the first play of the game when Chet fouled him. That was really it. But everything else you can see is like be physical with him while he's in his rhythm. But then when he's trying to like actually get into his shot, they're pulling back. They're making sure not to reach. They're not trying to give him those fouls. They're swiping, but they're making sure to not leave their arms in there. And he's trying to foul bait, but it's not working. Like there was a play, I think Shea was guarding him.
Mm-hmm.
Luka tries to foul bait on the three. Shea literally moves to the side. Luka ends up shooting some weird shot because he expected Shea to be there to foul, but he wasn't because they know his tendencies. Yeah, they know his tendencies. So they're literally countering his tendencies in real time. And then Luka then obviously like complains to the ref a little bit. Shea gets out in transition. Luka actually like ran as fast as I've seen him run in a long time to try and like.
He did get back quick, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Like he obviously Shea still ended up scoring, but like shout out to Luka for the little effort right there. It's just I think things like that. When you have guys like Luka, if they get to their shot comfortably, it's gonna be like on them whether they make or miss. Like it's the same thing with like a Kevin Durant type player. If you allow them to just get into their shot and they feel comfortable when they're getting into their shot motion, at that point you've probably already failed as a defender. But if you're able to disrupt his rhythm before he gets into his shot, then you can start sort of like take your chances. And I think Luka struggled with OKC for that reason. Also, I think Luka struggles against OKC for like reasons outside of himself. The Lakers team just isn't that good. Like when it comes to playing against OKC, not
that's where I was going, Mars, because I
like
think
the team also isn't that good.
The same thing.
Yeah, so when it comes to playing OKC, everything that's around Luka just doesn't maximize Luka either. So Austin Reeves obviously struggles. He had 4 turnovers in 6 minutes. DeAndre Ayton looks like a mouse in this matchup. Isaiah Hartenstein just outworks him on both sides of the ball. That's like there's no nothing else to really say when it comes to that. And then just the lack of dynamism, I guess is the word, from like everyone outside of them. It's like you're relying on one person for like all of your creation because Austin Reeves like hasn't shown to be able to handle it.
Sure.
And you're going up against a defense that is like the best in the league at swarming, plugging gaps, help behind the play. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna look great in that circumstance, especially when your big can't catch the ball and I'm making interior passes, which are like the only avenues for success. So part of it, I think, is just Luka's rhythm being disrupted, and then the other part is the roster just isn't built to compete with OKC, I don't think. Yeah, this game was bad really fast. And I'm not that surprised, to be honest.
I was actually surprised.
50, what was it, 53 to 20?
They were down.
No, they were down.
They were down 30
at
one screenshot.
Yeah, they were down.
Yes.
It was. I'm looking 51 to 20. Mars, chill. Ox, just 51 to 22 with 9:40 left in the second quarter.
Yes, we had just
the Lakers were 5 of 18 from the field.
We had just
they couldn't put the ball in the basket. Yeah,
they couldn't put the ball.
8 turnovers in the first quarter. They had 8 turnovers in the first quarter and couldn't make a shot.
How much of this game did y'all watch?
I mean, the whole thing.
I watched until when I watched Bronny get ripped 3 straight times. I turned the game off.
Yeah, once Bronny got in the game, it was kind of like, all right.
No, I was.
How much of this did you watch?
I watched until I saw that. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching anymore. I left.
I stayed up. I stayed until when it got up to 40. I was out. I didn't need to see no more. That was in the
third quarter.
That was in the beginning. That was late in the third quarter, going into the fourth. When it got up to 40, I was like, I don't need to see any more of this. But
I didn't see a minute of the second half.
And you
You
didn't
saw
really.
at halftime?
Well, no, I was at practice yesterday, so
Yeah.
I was going in and out, tapping in when during water breaks and stuff like that, and then so I was already in and out in the first quarter, and I seen it got ugly so fast. So I was like, I'm not.
So
I'm not finna turn this off.
What you saw in the first half, like imagine somebody getting whooped, somebody getting beat up, and you lead a fight. Imagine it just getting worse. That's what happened, Ox. You saw him already getting beat up, and you was like, "Damn, he got his ass whooped." No, it was way worse. It got worse than that after you left. Yes, it got even worse. And
the only reason I even tapped into it chill after was because when I messaged the group because I seen I could update something Luka Doncic's injury. I saw something where it said JJ is going to talk about Luka Doncic's injury, and that's the only reason I even got involved into wondering about the game when I messaged y'all about that. Yes, crazy.
And maybe this is I definitely want to give credit to OKC because they just continue to show that I think personally them and the Spurs have been the class of the season so far. Detroit's in there, but Detroit obviously without Cade. There are actually some really good games yesterday, and that Minnesota-Detroit game was excellent. I thought, we're going to talk about Janice Jenkins, who apparently is their version of AJ Mitchell over there with Detroit because he was putting the brakes. Like he literally was ending the game with contested pull-up jumpers over who? Julius Randle yesterday in the fourth quarter in the clutch. So we're going to get to that as well. But I want to give credit to OKC because people have been talking about them all year, and they've dealt with a lot of injuries. First off, Shea deserves so much credit. Like I said, he started off slow, but you know how Shea goes. Shea, cool. I'll start off slow. Eventually, I'm gonna start cooking, and especially I saw Mars tweeted out they have no one that can stay in front of Shea, and then when they did a collapse on Shea, he's spraying it out the 3-point shooters, and they were in rhythm. And so once you get to the point where you're in rhythm, it's it's over and it's cooked, and now we're confident. And I also think that the other side of this. OKC, they don't feel any pressure versus the Lakers. There is nothing that the Lakers do that puts OKC on his heels. Nothing. Luka will switch everything. Except the only person we're not switching out consistently is Shea. But that's just because we're going to rest his leg. We're going to switch everybody else out on Luka, make you beat a switch, and then if you do drive, we're going to collapse. You go out and spray it out to your 3-point shooters, but we're going to show hands, and we're going to make Luke Kennard do pull-ups in the middle of the floor. And Luke Kennard got to pull up wide open, y'all, in the middle of the floor. And I'm talking about it was a brick to the left. No confidence in the shot whatsoever. They took Rui out of the game. They took LeBron out of the game. They took Reeves out of the game. They took Luke out of the game. That was the dismantling all the way around. Damo. Go ahead. Go, Joe.
I just thought the connectivity. I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but I don't think that we can overstate the connectivity.
Damo, what up, boy? My bad, yeah.
I just don't think that we can overstate the connectivity of a defense. But hey, my man, can you pass that, please, before you go? Can you pass that? Thank you very much.
I'm surprised you got any left after last night.
Absolutely, pass that, my
Big
man.
Damo. What's up, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Fantastic. It's a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Damo, go ahead, brother.
Damo's been he hasn't been hot and cold on the Lakers. So that's just right. That's just not who Damo has been. Damo has been hot on the Lakers in certain spaces, but cold for most of the season, and for one particular reason, the older dude. That's where we are.
I'm so past being mad at Bron for being old. This whole season, I've been in the mindset of we're just not good enough to contend. That has been what I said since day one of the season. Hell, since before the season. So I'm not losing by 72 to the Thunder, an actual contender. It makes sense. It actually makes sense. That's what a contending team looks like. Mm-hmm. We're just a second round exit if we're lucky. So I'm not. Mars is talking about he's surprised I got any left, and people was blowing me up in my mentions and in my DMs about my Lake. Are y'all surprised that we got stomped by 52?
To be honest with you, I am surprised that you got blown out the way that you did. I took coming into this game, I expected it to be. I thought Oklahoma City was going to beat you, but I thought it was going to be a more competitive game, considering how well Luka was playing, how well Rui was shooting the basketball coming into this. I mean, DeAndre Ayton was actually playing really well coming into this, and it just everything that you guys do wrong, Oklahoma City capitalized on it. Everything, not some things or most things, everything. Swiper, you had asked the question earlier. You had asked the question why Luka struggles. I just think it's the connectivity. I mean, their role man, I mean, not their role man, their guy in the short role who's shooting that gap, whether it's Alex Caruso, whether it's Hartenstein, they're there and they do such a great job in not just shooting the gap, but also faking and getting back to their man. So Luka is coming off a pick and roll at the top of the key, and he's got the guy in jail. He's got Casey Wallace on his hip, and he gets downhill. And instead of Hartenstein coming up to Luka, he actually fakes back. Luka tries to drop the ball off to DeAndre Ayton, which was a bad pass. It was at his knees, and he ends up basically turning the basketball over. That's the kind of stuff that Oklahoma City, which they ended up scoring on that play too, by the way. That's the kind of stuff that makes Oklahoma City so dangerous. The fact that they can capitalize as much as they can on your mistakes. So, and on top of that, and I can't say this to you guys enough, they got 12 guys, yo. They got 12 guys. Like when I got Lou Dort and I got Casey Wallace playing behind him, and I got J-Dub, and then I got Mitchell playing behind him, and then I got Jalen Williams playing behind Hartenstein. Like you could play that triple big lineup because Jalen Williams can knock down the open three. So he can stretch the defense so the lane is not clogged. And then we're doing this, which means that this Laker team has no athletes to keep up with us. So we're going to run you out of the building. That's why I was so frightened at playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, because they exploit everything that you do wrong. And the Lakers in particular, they just did that last night.
Damo, can I ask you, is it possible, not just get with me for a second, is it possible that JJ, was kind of like JJ, Luka, and Bron, they got together last week, was like, look, when we play OKC, we're going to hit them with the complete oo-wop, the 100% okie doke. We're going to go out there and we just going to have fun.
And get trampled?
Yeah. We're just going to go out there and just be like, fuck, let them, let them think that this is how we coming. We're not going to try any real schemes. We're not going to really compete. We're just going to go out there and just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that way they'll think we're down. They'll think we're not a worthy adversary. Is that a possibility?
I watched Bronny James play minutes at point guard, and he can't dribble. I like the way y'all come at Amen Thompson for not being able to dribble in the NBA. Yeah, that's who Bronny is. So I watched Bronny James play point guard minutes last night. Ox, I'm with you. I think JJ did this strategically. I think this was
who would put Bronny James out there amongst a pack of wolves? Like, who would do that to Bronny?
At point guard. At the two? And put him off ball, just play some defense, pass? Good. You had him with Casey Wallace full court, and you just sitting there with your hands crossed, not in the pockets. Hey, I give you credit. Hands went in your pockets. Hands crossed, just watching Bronny get towed up.
Who else do you think they should have put in, Damo? Because if Luka's obviously debilitated.
They should have put me in. They should have called me. They should have put me in. They could have put anybody in. I'm with Ox. They threw the game. This was rigged.
Well, I do want to say, too, that, Vale brought it up in the chat, but the Lakers went to that zone yesterday. And again, like the issue is like, okay, well, you can run the zone, but the principles of the zone, as Ox knows, who was coaching last night, as Chill, who has played, Damo, Mars, obviously watched plenty of basketball. If your zone is we need to keep ball in front, the only thing you don't need to do is allow for the player to drive in the middle of the zone. That way now the corners are open because we're collapsing. Shea with Jake LaRavia at the top of that left wing. Jake LaRavia was terrible yesterday on offense and on defense. And this should have been known that this was a possibility because Marcus Smart wasn't there. So you didn't even have a defender that can stay in front. Literally, Shea just got the ball top of the key. Let me just walk by Jake LaRavia. Excuse me, sir. And then eventually I'm just going to be able to move the ball wherever I want it. And Jake, he had a good couple contests in the first quarter. So I don't want to say he didn't do anything at all. But like, the defensive strategy for the Lakers has been contingent on you making mistakes. And if you're OKC, well, I don't have to make mistakes against you. Literally, I don't. You don't have a single defender on the floor that I'm afraid of. So if I get to this spot, I know that I can kick it out to this, or I can just shoot over the top of you. And again, the thing with Shea is if Shea's not scoring the ball well, like in the half-court setting, what Shea does better than almost any guard that I can think of is what he does is he gets the ball in transition. If you got somebody down there that's not a good defender, that's not an elite rim protector, I'm scoring. There's just no way around it. He gave a nice little Euro over the Lakers defender in transition. Like, you just cannot give them opportunities. And the Lakers kept throwing the ball away. And once you get down OKC 24-7 or whatever else it is, it's basically over after that point.
I also think that
you gotta.
My fault. I also think that when you're playing against a team like Oklahoma City, like, we don't have to do extracurricular things. Like, we have to start with what we're good at. All right, because Oklahoma City is going to do everything that they can to take us out of what we're good at. So when we have an open shot, we got to take it. Like, Jake LaRavia passed on a wide open mid-range. And instead of knocking down that 17-foot, he got the ball skipped to him from Luka, and he was on the left wing. He was on the left wing, and he was wide open at 17 feet. Knock that down. Like, we don't have to make this more complicated where you're driving into the paint to try to get an easy look for DeAndre Ayton. I don't have to do that. I'm wide open at the 17-foot mark. Knock that down. We can get some sort of rhythm going. Luka, when he's in that pick and roll action, and he's trying to get DeAndre Ayton involved. Okay, DeAndre Ayton is open. Okay, get him the basketball. If he's not, shoot the basketball. We don't have to make this more complicated because Oklahoma City is already a good enough team that they're going to speed you up. They're going to force turnovers. So the stuff that we're good at, we have to continue to do that and make them stop that first. You want to get tricky later on, you want to make adjustments to the offense later on, that's fine. But we have to do what we're good at right from the beginning. We get open shots, knock them down. If we get out in transition, take care of the basketball. Like, it's stuff like that that I felt like was the biggest Achilles heel for the Lakers early on.
Yeah, it's just simple, man. But, you know, we got a few Trooper chats on this. I want to make sure I get to them. We got 31 already to start the show off, so thank you all so much. I'll wait for Ron to get here for another one because I got one address for Ox and Ron in particular. We got PB, 7 even, $10 Super Chat says, said it before, we'll say it again. There's always someone better than two until it's time to be better than two. Get well soon, Luka. Hope it's not serious. Anytime AR play OKC, he's seeing ghosts. It's wicked.
I feel like he's answered the bell, defense. Man. Nobody does, Moss. No, I think there are teams that are confident until they actually see it. I just think that the Lakers are a terrible matchup for Oklahoma City. I don't think that there's other teams in the league, like when they see Denver, when they see San Antonio. I think that those teams will be more prepared because they do have better athletes. But the Lakers, the worst team that the Lakers could play is Oklahoma City. If y'all played them in a series, I'd be surprised if y'all got a game. I would be. I would be surprised. I'd be surprised if y'all got a game if y'all played them. I think
it feels that way about the Spurs too, don't you? Because
I'm gonna say, I feel like the Thunder, the Spurs. I feel like we would still lose a series to the Nuggets. At this point, right now, we were losing 6 to the Nuggets. I think we take 2 games from y'all. I say we losing 7 to the Rockets. I don't trust us against. Honestly, I don't trust us against nobody.
I actually do like you against Houston. I do.
I don't. I have us losing to everybody. I don't believe in this again. Maybe out the first round, but I've spent majority of the season saying, yeah, second round exit. That's definitely us. Now we're lucky to get out the first round. Like, now I'm thinking we're lucky to make it out the first round. On the matchup.
Currently, they're scheduled to play the Wolves, but on the other side of the splash, on the other side of the splash reach, Damo, I think this is where the conversation picks up with the Luka injury. Because if Luka's hurt, what'd you say?
Yeah, that's what I'm with you on that. Like,
if Luka's hurt, and then the rest of they have to win the rest of their games, and Denver, I don't know what they're going to do. Who knows? Denver's Jekyll and Hyde. But like, if they fall to that 4, well, then they might get the Rockets. I don't know. We'll see the seeding. They might get the Rockets in the first round, which I would take the Lakers. But if they run into the Wolves again, I'm kind of with Damo. I'm just like, well,
so it doesn't matter who they play. If Luka's hurt, if Luka's compromised,
you think he might be compromised going to the playoffs, Ox?
Yes. The playoffs are 2 days away. So they about to have shit happens in a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is legit. This is legit. The asterisk on the season right now. Well, for people that are going to make excuses, this is the excuse. Y'all watched the excuse last night. Oh, Luka hurt himself right before the playoffs. People are going to use that as the reason why our season ends in the first round, basically.
Right, but the play-in tournament.
Good job, Nico.
A week from what?
A week from Monday. The play-in tournament.
Good job, Nico.
Yes.
Next Monday.
Yeah,
a week from next Monday.
Not this Monday coming up. Next.
So
Monday
by the time we get back from Portland, we're going to be in playoff mode.
Yes. Play-in tournament starts a week from Monday, and that hamstring
April
injury
3rd.
is bad.
Bro, if a grade, just for y'all know, we'll talk about this. And grade 1 hamstring injury is typically 1 to 2 weeks of like sit. But then on the other end of that is coming back and rebuilding it and all that. And if Luka, and apparently shout out Jason Tim, Jason brought up that Luka's been kind of grabbing at that hamstring for the last couple months. So, I don't know how serious it's been, but it's been enough to where obviously it's an issue. But on the other side, we got a bunch of super chats. We got a bunch of stuff we got to talk about. We got a bunch of stuff we got to get into with this game with the 65 game rule, because I think that is the topic of the day. But y'all know what time it is. Thank y'all so much. We got to show love to Splash Sport. The NBA is heating up with the playoffs around the corner, and now is your chance to get in on the action. Quick Picks on Splash Sports is the DFS game you've been waiting for. That isn't you versus some algorithm or the sports book. Is you versus other fans. Real competition, real skill. The playing field is completely level, which means you get bigger payouts and more ways to win, just your picks against theirs. Now, last night, I warned you, if you took the more on Luka Doncic points, I said he hasn't hit that mark in 2 years. And if you listened to me and you took the less, you came away with some money. Also, Shea went less because, hey, I don't actually have to play basketball for the last quarter and a half. So he only settled at 28 points as well. So look, you got to make sure you're tapping in with the show and listen to us to help you get through these games. Remember, guys, Quick Picks on Splash Sports is the only DFS game where you're playing against other players and not the house. What does that mean? That means you don't need a perfect entry to cash. Get more picks right than your opponents, and you're walking away with money. One wrong call doesn't kill you, and it gets better. Splash has the highest multipliers in DFS, up to 50-time multipliers on 6-leg entries. Why would you play anywhere else? You're essentially leaving money on the table anytime you play the other guy's app. So are you ready to compete? Use code CHOICE on Splash Sports and get a free $50 deposit when you play your first $5. That's right. Free $50 when you play your first $5. Link is in the description. Let's see what you're made of. Well, y'all know what time it is. We got to get to it. So we have a lot of really good games tonight, Ox. And so if I was y'all, I personally think there's a lot of games that are tapping into some of the standings. And I want to see what y'all looking at for this Minnesota Timberwolves versus 76ers game. This is a Mars special. This is a chill special because the Wolves, they need to win. They need to get this game to see if they can maintain a standing, at least to have an opportunity to get into the 5-4 seed. But then on the other end, the Sixers, hey, maybe we can get home court, or maybe we can get close to home court and get the 5th seed. So let's go with this game, Ox.
Sounds good to me. And the Timberwolves are coming off a back-to-back, right? So,
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's up, y'all? What do we want to do?
I was wondering if I could I was looking at Paul George's line. I'd like to take a look at what Paul George's line looks like.
Okay.
PG, they like PG at 19.5. PG just came off a big game a couple of nights ago. He had almost 40. 19.5. I'm going to take the more on that. Yep.
I think he did have. Oh, right.
I think he had
39.
39.
Yeah.
Yeah, 39. Okay.
Well, it was close to 40.
41.
Yeah. I think it's close to 40. But anyway, I'm gonna take the more on PG tonight.
Sounds good.
And somebody, what is the Jaden McDaniels points and rebounds today, please?
All righty.
Where is it? Because he didn't play yesterday, right?
Is he on the board? Is he going to play? Let me look at the report for this game.
Let me search him up.
Let's find out if Jaden McDaniels is playing.
No Jaden. No
Is he
Jaden.
not?
Jaden tonight? No
Is he
Jaden
still
tonight.
out? I thought he was coming back. Okay. Never mind. All right. Man, see, Anthony Edwards had a cold yesterday, chill. So
Game time decision.
He's a game time decision as well. So I don't even know if he's going to be guaranteed that he's going to be available for this.
They were in Detroit last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, it's in Philly.
Traveling to Philly.
Yes, in Philly.
That's tough, Ox.
I wouldn't bank on Ant playing.
Yeah. So if I'm looking at this game,
He didn't play last night.
You said what?
He didn't play last night. So
No, he didn't play last night, and for him to miss that game, that means he was actually like really sick, unfortunately. You know what? I'm gonna take Naz Reid. Naz Reid, I'm looking at him. His points and rebounds are at 19.5. I think he made 4 threes yesterday. Give me Naz Reid points and rebounds more, please.
We'll take it.
Is Damo, y'all want to get involved with this one?
I'm looking. I don't want to sell, but all right, man. It's calling to me. I'm gonna take it, man. Give me VJ more with the points.
Shout out Baylor.
Take VJ.
More with the points.
More buckets with VJ. You know why I don't hate that pick, Damo? Because he got to see DiVincenzo tonight, and I think he can get busy against him.
What school he go to?
Who that? Who's
VJ
that?
Anscombe?
He went to Baylor.
Baylor.
I think.
No, oh man, I forgot.
Yeah, I think he went to Baylor. Yep.
You don't get to claim Baylor no more. You ain't pick him on the
No,
draft.
no. I'm
You don't
objective.
get to
I'm
claim
objective.
Baylor no more.
Would you want to take Quincy Miller, brother? I'm sorry, I'm not doing that.
All the NBA players you've been glazing about how good
Yeah,
they
but
are.
shout out,
Baylor, take them.
UConn women's
say?
basketball.
No, that's why, because if you would have won Baylor, you could have got Fred. You could have got Fred Ellis, another Sacramento.
No,
high school
shout out,
legend.
bro. Shout out, yeah, shout out to Baylor, bro.
Could've got
You know
another
where everyone
amazing
from
big man,
Sacramento went? Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, Fred, that was my big man. We got busy together, man. Shout
Wait,
out
nobody
to
took
Fred
Julius
Ellis,
Randle?
man.
I did not take Julius
I
Randle.
took them more on Rudy Gobert points and rebounds.
Can I get a how many we got so far, Ox? 4 or 3?
We got
4. We
four.
got 4. Can you give me Julius Randle, please?
Julius Randle, what?
What are his points and rebounds? May I see it? Woo, 27 and a half for Big Jew.
Damn, fuck.
Well, no Embiid today. Give me 6.5 rebounds. More.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, let's do it.
He got busy last night.
He was cooking.
Yeah, he got
And
busy last
and
night.
then he was also getting fried. So you know what I mean.
That kind of comes with it when you're dealing
Marv,
with Julius.
we hate those players that can score but don't offer any rim protection. That's good. I feel good about that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win.
And shout out. Well, we know what time it is, Ox. We got to get to some of these crunch time super chats here real quick. Again, a lot of them, a lot of comments about the game last night. Let's go ahead and get into some of these. We'll just go ahead and play this one since Ox, you're here. You can be the representative. Somebody said Kingbo -Z7Z $10 super chat. I want to hear from Ron and the OKC hater himself, Big Ox, immediately, because he's been pushing this Lakers S all year and should be ashamed of himself because he needs his Sacramento card revoked. Hey,
What?
sir, you went out to dinner, declined on the first date. That's what he said.
Damn.
First date.
I'm not getting a second date, Damo.
First date.
Well, Swiper, she paying on her first date anyway, so.
I ain't had no money on me. I'm fucked up.
But I don't hate on OKC. They call me OKC hater because last year I thought they were too young to get it done. They call me OKC hater because I thought that they couldn't stop Luka Doncic in the playoffs. Sorry, that's okay. That's fine.
I call you OKC hater because you ain't believe in Isaiah Joe, and I told you Isaiah Joe was like he's a solid role player. You Isaiah Joe. This was like 2 years ago. I was like, okay, you gonna see.
I don't remember that, but
I don't either. But
This is in the same conversation about OKC being too young. This was the year before. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, you're
This
right.
is
You're
that
right.
exact
You're
same
right.
conversation.
You're
Yeah.
right. I did. Because, but once again, how was I supposed to know that Isaiah Joe is a championship level role player? Which I'm still not even sure if he's a championship.
You seen
level role player,
KCP
honestly.
be that?
Whoa, what?
Oh, you can't say whoa. What man?
He's way better than Joe.
I was
in his
rocking
peak.
with KCP when he had an ankle monitor on.
But
with
he's
the Lakers,
way
right?
better. He's
I
way
remember
better.
I was leading the hate brigade with KCP, and he turned into a championship role player piece. So that's what I mean by
Well,
that.
wait,
Isaiah
hold
Joe
on.
can't
Wait a
play no
second. Wait a second.
defense.
Just because
It's
you're a
not
role
about
player
that.
on a championship level team doesn't mean you're a championship level role player.
But he was though. But KCP was though for two teams.
Yeah, no,
He was.
KCP definitely was. I don't know what
He
Swiper talking
wasn't
about.
at first.
KCP definitely.
Oh, I was
man.
disagreeing with this
No,
Damo
he's
about
saying
Isaiah
that
Joe and
he's better.
KCP.
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
saying
Oh,
he's
okay,
better
I
than
got
Isaiah
you.
Joe.
Oh,
My
okay. Yeah,
point
he is. He is.
there was,
100%.
I'm not arguing him being as good or worse than Isaiah Joe. My point is, at one point, KCP was on the Lakers laying the ball up off the side of the backboard, and I was putting meme compilations together, roasting him. Like, I was hating on him worse than Westbrook. Like, there was a point in time where KCP was buns, and he even became a championship role player piece.
Wait.
That's what I mean. So, it could be anybody, but if I see it, hey, I'm a believer off rip.
I hear you. But
Damo,
wait,
what-
Swiper, let me get in this one too, because Nims knows boss says, Ox, you also said Norman Powell could do the same thing SGA is doing with the Thunder. Laughing emoji. That's also not what I said. That's also not what I said. I said if you got Norman Powell on a team where everybody else is just, you know what I'm saying, locking everything, and you get to shoot all the shots. Why can't he score 32? That's what I said. I said he could score 30 on this team too. I didn't say he was as good as SGA. I didn't say he could do everything SGA could do. I said he could score 30.
You said he was.
That's crazy.
Shout out to you, brother Ox.
You did say him and Devin Booker.
Hey, Drench man, not the French man.
I did 3 years ago. I did say yes. Norman Powell with the green light is Devin Booker. I did say that, but I didn't say he was better than SGA.
Shots, man. What's up, Drench?
Well, what's the word? What's the word?
Ain't no what's up, Drench. What's up with the shaving the beard? You fucking
hey, chill. I say he look like Boris Chestnut.
Yeah,
that's what he looked like. He a mix between Boris and Morris.
What's happening right now?
I went from being to like top 100 handsome man to like top 10 the most handsome man in the world. That's the only thing that happened. That's really the only thing that happened. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to switch it up. You know, and when you switch it up, you know, you switch up the type of women you get. You know,
you see what Max said.
Yeah. Max be hating on, but you know, I went from pretty much DMing the women to not a women DM me. You know, that's just how it goes.
You ain't even really posted a video with that look yet, so that's fast cap. That's cap. Next up, we got another one. Robot Rashad 99 $10 super chat said finally the fraud Luka is back in Brown talks, and he probably faked an injury too. Hopefully he misses games so someone deserving gets first team All NBA. This is pure unadulterated hate. The only reason
it is 100%.
Only reason I paid this because I read this because I had to. This is pure unadulterated hate.
Wait. Hopefully he did fake the injury.
I don't think he faked it.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
who's more deserving?
He was having a problem. He's been having a problem with that hamstring. He was actually before he went out the game. He was doing that earlier in the game. He was holding his leg. Yeah, that was going on. But I'm trying to figure out with Rashad, like the idea of a guy being a fraud. What do you mean he's a fraud? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like Luka is one of the best, if not the best, arguably the best bucket getter in the game. That's number one. One of the best distributors in the game. His play style is conducive to winning. He's been in the Western Conference Championship. He's been in the NBA Finals. So what are you talking about fraud? Now he a fraud? What's going on? Now if you don't like him, that's something completely different. But I'm not trying to hear that bullshit about him being a fraud. No, he isn't.
I mean, he's seen SGA and them boys and said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Now that's different, Drench, because you could definitely look at two people and go, "All right, that dude is better than that dude." But that don't mean that dude is a fraud, though. That does not mean that.
Yeah, it's two different things. But he said, "Shit, I'm out. This ass whooping. Ain't no need for me to stick around for this."
You talking about Luka, right, Drench?
Yeah,
he's seen this shot. Now I don't know if that's happened. I didn't see the injury, but I'm saying like maybe he did. So maybe he was like, you know what, shit, this ain't. Really
well, they were getting their ass toe up, Ox, and he was shooting bad too. He said, "Fuck this." He said, "Ain't no way in hell I'm about to fight through this shit."
Are you saying that he might have? Oh, wait.
Night off.
I was about to say, did Luka bow out?
That nigga said, "Chill." He saw that ass whooping and said, night off."
No, he ain't want nothing to do with that.
What took him so long though?
No.
Yeah, he should have been. Look, in the first 5 minutes, he should have said, "Nah, this shit over with." He should have said when he saw Lou Dort stabbing them threes, he should have said, "Yeah, it's not the game. It's not the game." And he was 1 for 7 from 3 himself. Anytime Lou Dort shooting better than him, yeah, not the game.
Yeah, call it off. Yeah, call out, man. Just go ahead and bow out. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. We got another $5 super chat. Jamrock 1876, 1838. The Lakers versus Thunder last night was a perfect example of there's levels to everything in life.
Yes, it is.
That what it was, Jordan? There's levels to everything?
Not really. They just got off to a hot start. They started making Isaiah Joe made 6 or 5 threes or some shit. Everybody was making shots. It wasn't just level. I wouldn't classify that as the judge or the jury when it came to this Thunder versus Lakers, Luka versus Shea matchup. I wouldn't. Then they got off to a hot start. It's hard to catch up when they just dialed in and the crowd going crazy like that. Shit happened. Then the Lakers thumped their ass like that last year too. So I wouldn't make much of it, to be honest with you. They just beat their ass. Ass whooping come. They returning the favor from last year because around this time, the Lakers beat their ass.
I think you meant 5 or 6 from 3, right? He meant 5 or 6, not 6 or 5 from 3, y'all.
I said he made 6 or 5 threes. Why you niggas want to be English teachers?
Well, I think I heard of too as well.
I don't give a shit what you heard. I'm telling you what I said. But anyways, I'm saying the Lakers stumped their ass like this last year around the same time. It's no big deal, bro. Ass whoopings happen still.
They do. They do. That was bad though, especially this late in the season. We can't get blown out by 40 this late in the season. And I understand how good Oklahoma City.
The Thunder got blown out last year the same way.
Who smoked them? Who smoked them?
The Lakers. You don't remember the Lakers? You don't remember the Lakers beating that ass last year?
It was in Oklahoma City, wasn't it? That's right. You're right. Now that I think about it, it was in Oklahoma City.
They beat their ass last year the same way.
They went in there and beat them. Yes, they did.
And then we had Lakers fans saying that because he didn't want to see the Lakers.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Somebody up here probably said it.
I do remember that. Yes.
I don't know who said that.
Yeah, I do remember that. The Lakers,
the
Lakers went in Oklahoma. And Luka got busy against them too.
They had 30 in that game.
Yes,
it wasn't 31.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is.
Mars, they got mad at me. They got mad at me on the timeline for saying that. I was simply talking about what we did on the show. That's it. I wasn't talking about nothing else. They were like, "Oh, you agenda pushing." I said it on the show.
It's a fact. Yes.
Tap into the show.
Yes, it is a fact. They got
and then this one, I would love to hear y'all. Love Dina or Dina. $5 super to Ace Swiper. Stop making excuses for Luka on X. We've seen guards get offers on OKC this season. JB, Ant, 3-4 the game. Brunson, Murray. He's the best scorer in the league, right? All I said, Mars, as you saw, was that I think it's different for Luka playing versus OKC because he's dealing with that defense constantly.
I don't get what you mean by that, though. I was going to ask you today, like, I don't get what you mean by that.
What about it? Like,
I think Luka got to deal with the defense. SGA don't got to deal with nothing.
No. Because there's the common tweet that goes out that flies off the rack from SGA stands, which is he said they say it's everybody better than SGA, then it's time to be better than SGA. So I'm just like, well, I mean, I think the context here is that like SGA is never going to have to face that defense. I think when other guards play that team and they look terrible, like if you're playing versus like an all-time great D with maybe the best assortment of perimeter talent of all time. Right. I think that is the biggest issue for Luka. Luka just doesn't have the consistent ability with the roster he has to beat that team up. I think that's really the biggest thing. Even in a series they played 2 years ago, like Luka was good, he was, but PJ Washington and Kyrie, like those bailout shots they were hitting, also was helping Luka to be able to beat the team consistently. So I'm saying I don't think that the roster for the Lakers, especially defensively, Jordan. Remember, if Luka had somebody to funnel to instead of Jackson Hayes and Ayton and LeBron, then I think it would be different. They just don't have the ability to really guard SGA at all, and especially with no Smart. And then on the other end, Luka's facing that pressure.
That's fine, but I don't think people I don't think that actually matters when it comes down to is Luka better than Shea. Like if you're gonna say, well, Shea's teammates, Luka doesn't have to face. Shea doesn't have to face his own teammates. It's like. Great, yeah. Shea also don't have one of the greatest, if not the greatest player on his team either, ever to play the game.
Who's older than everybody in the league. Stop, Jordan. Who's older than everybody in the league. Yes, it does. Because he ain't the same player. Yes, it does.
If Shea had LeBron James on that team, Shea would look even more amazing. Shea would look even more amazing with LeBron James.
25-year-old LeBron James?
Give me a break, Joe.
Or y'all keep talking whatever y'all want to say about LeBron. Shea would look even more amazing with LeBron James on his team.
How much more amazing could Luka look? How much more amazing could Luka look?
Wasn't Luka supposed to look so much more amazing with LeBron on his team? Isn't that what people was telling me the beginning of the season? Look how Luka gonna look with LeBron when they finally get a full season to play together. He's gonna look so much more better.
Yes.
And that
who said that? Who said that?
I'm saying people saying that.
Well, I didn't say that.
That was
I said people.
Well, I'm not the one that said that.
Luka not looked better in matches.
Yes, he's leading the scoring.
I'm not the one that said that, but I'm not gonna say he does look good with LeBron.
Okay.
Do you think this is the best version of Luka, Mars, that we've seen so far?
He damn near averaged 40 for a month or 2 months.
37 points.
One in the same.
So like, what are we talking about?
Playing bad defense than he played in 20.
I think he's just as good as he's been before. I don't think this is
peak
peak Luka.
37 for like 2 months. Like, come on, Damo.
Again, he's an elite player, so he's doing elite things. That's fine. I'm just saying playing with LeBron isn't making him better. I don't think he's making him better.
So what is it doing?
He's still good.
So what is it doing then?
I think he's still an elite player.
It's helping.
I don't even know if it's helping.
So,
I think he's just an elite player playing with LeBron.
Even if we come to the conclusion that it's helping, Chill, like you said, even if we come to that conclusion, regardless, I'm saying Shea will look better with LeBron too. I'm saying Shea will look better with a guy like Austin Reeves too.
How much better would he look? So what are you doing right now? Like what you see Shea doing right now?
The game would be easier for Shea had he
how much
had
better?
it.
How much easier would it be him playing with Austin
With
Reeves
LeBron?
as opposed playing with Austin Reeves as opposed to playing with J-Dub? How much easier?
Well, J-Dub ain't been there all year, pretty much.
Okay,
so.
but we've seen him with J-Dub all year. We've seen that before.
Well, Jordan, I'm sure you watched the first
Austin
quarter of
Reeves
that
is
game,
a
right?
better playmaker than J-Dub. I think Austin Reeves.
But Jordan, you watched the first quarter of that game, didn't you, Jordan?
Huh?
You watched the first quarter of the game yesterday. But even in the first quarter, Shea wasn't getting his game off like to start the game. What was happening is like the Thunder were turning. The Thunder were turning over the Lakers left and right.
Yes, they were.
And so what was happening is Dub and they were just running free. And so SGA again, he got better as second quarter and third quarter. But at the start of the game, SGA was like not really doing much. The issue was that was the scary part, Jordan. They were playing such ferocious defense. They turned the ball over 8 times in the first quarter. And then on the other end, they were just scoring in transition. It was 24-9 out of nowhere.
Yeah, I totally
understand. And that's before SGA started going MVP mode.
I totally understand that. But what I'm saying is to make the claim that Shea's teammates, Luka doesn't have Shea's teammates. And I'm saying Shea doesn't have Luka's teammates as well either. Like, you can't use that argument to, well, Luka don't have to face that defense. Like, so what? Like, that doesn't matter.
Is it your testimony that the Oklahoma City Thunder as a unit aren't better than what Luka is working with? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I don't think
the 12 guys, the 11 other guys, the 11
only
other
thing
guys
they do,
on Oklahoma City are not better than the 11 other guys that Luka's playing with. Is that what you're telling me? As a collective.
No. What I'm telling you is it's a give and a take situation. Like the fact that I hate how you guys like the Lakers deep bench and depth might not be good, but the fact that they got Austin Reeves and LeBron James on that team, we not gonna just gloss over there like that's not a luxury. That is a luxury.
And we got J-Dub and Chet over here, which
actually, maybe compared to the Bulls, or if we line up against the Portland Trailblazers. But if we're playing a team, but if we're going against a team,
if someone says Luka's struggling against OKC, why the defense is what is important? We're talking about head-to-head matchup. Shea is going up against the Lakers defense with his OKC team. Luka is going up against the OKC defense with his Lakers team. How can you then say that the defense doesn't matter when that's the whole point?
No, I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying it's not going to matter when you start talking about Luka doesn't have to. Shea doesn't have to face his own team. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that conversation to me doesn't matter. That he doesn't have to face his own team. Like
he doesn't have to face defense at that level. But that's the truth.
I think it's a weird talking. I think it's a weird talking point when people are like, whenever a head-to-head matchup happens, whenever Shea inevitably wins the head-to-head matchup, the counterpoint is always going to be, well, yeah, they're going up against OKC, Shea's not. I think that's kind of just weird at this point.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It is weird.
I agree with that, but it's also very cool to acknowledge that it's harder for these stars to go against OKC.
Sure,
as opposed to not going against OKC.
And I think I clarified too, because it doesn't take away from Shea.
Also has LeBron.
They're just gonna never give Shea like the whatever, because it's always gonna be, well, Shea's not going against OKC, so that's always gonna be the rebuttal. Like no matter what, it's gonna be, oh well, Shea doesn't have to go against his defense, whatever, cool. So that's why I don't really care about like that talking point. But it's also like factual that it's tougher for these stars to go against OKC than the inverse. Like,
okay,
this is the best
it's factual, but at the same time, it's also factual that the Lakers still have LeBron James and Austin Reeves.
Okay. That doesn't help when stars are going up against the Lakers, because Austin Reeves and LeBron James.
How much more do you need?
Right no.
We're talking about being able to get off against the team. We're talking about being able to get your game off against the team. LeBron James and Austin Reeves, respectfully, both suck on defense. Luka Doncic, not a good defender. So yeah, they don't have to guard them,
but they don't.
The point is about getting off
go back
against
to
the Lakers.
They suck on defense.
The
they don't have
point is
to
about
guard
getting off
three
against
other guys, though. They
The
don't have to
talking
guard
point.
three other guys.
The talking point is about getting off. The talking point is when you're an offensive player getting off against this defense. Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic are all not good defenders. They are good players. So it makes it hard for you to guard them on the other end. Cool. The point is about getting off.
Who are they guarding on OKC?
Everybody. What are you talking
about? The point is, when Shea is going against the Lakers, Luka's not guarding him, Reeves ain't guarding him, Bron ain't guarding him. He has Jake LaRavia guarding him, and Luka, Bron, and Reeves are doing nothing on defense. That therefore makes it easier for an offensive player to get off against the Lakers as opposed to get off against OKC because the OKC
that around,
Thunder
Mars.
have a bunch
I
of
don't
amazing
get why
defenders.
you're repeating
The
that
Lakers
point.
don't.
I get that point. I'm not even arguing that.
That's the only point.
No. That's not
That
my
is.
point that I was making to Swiper's
Yeah,
rebuttal.
because you're
What
talking
you
about
got?
something that's
Okay.
irrelevant. That's the point.
No, I'm not talking about something that is irrelevant. I'm saying the way y'all are breaking this game down is going off of one side. The fact that that Oklahoma City has the best defenders. That's what y'all going off of. That they have the best
Right.
defenders. I never argued that.
Okay.
All I said was on the other end, the Lakers offense with Luka, Braun, and AR. Same thing. It's not like they gotta go guard Luka, Braun, and AR with the Thunder. They don't. They don't have to guard that.
Swiper, what's the
They
Lakers
guard
offense this year?
guys out of closeout who's making threes.
Worse than the Thunder. So
Yeah.
So on offense is the superpower of Braun,
Yep.
Luka, and
Yep.
Austin Reeves. Is
Correct.
that not a damn good trio on offense?
Yes, it is. 100% it is. It
Okay,
is.
so
But
that-
but
that
But-
is my
The rest of
rebuttal.
the
the Lakers
to
are
this
8th in
whole
offense,
thing
by the
that
way,
Shai
and the
doesn't
Thunder
have
are
that
7th.
either.
So just right next to each other.
So what
But-
I'm saying
but-
is
but-
Shai doesn't
Yeah,
have
that's
that
what
either.
I'm
That's
saying.
all I was saying. Shai don't got that either.
Would you say
Though.
Mars?
Yeah,
But Shai-
that's why I said what you said was irrelevant because that's not the point anyone ever makes. You just
What do
made
you
a
mean
whole
it's
different
irrelevant?
point.
That
But
is
wait a minute.
relevant
But wait a
because I
minute, though.
brought
It's not
up.
relevant to the context of why that initial statement was made. It's not relevant.
Even
Yes,
if,
it
even
is.
if he brings that
Explain
up.
how
You're-
it's relevant, Jordan. Explain how it's relevant.
The reason why it's relevant is because I said if you're going to use that in a talking point about Luka going against Shai or whatever the case you want to make against that.
Anyone going against Shai, but yeah, Luka.
Okay, I'm saying if you want to use his teammates
Okay.
as a talking point to Shai don't got to go against them. I'm saying great. On the other end, the Lakers might not have the defense,
Right.
but they have the
James.
offense.
They
Shai
got
don't got that
James.
extra offense. So it's really a null and void talking point. It's just factual. It sounds cool. It doesn't matter though. Like we're not finna dissect basketball. Like
Can I ask a direct question?
like
Just so
I said, it's a hold on. Like I said, it's
Keep
a
going.
give and take.
Yep.
Yes, every team is not going to be equal. It's not going to be equal battle because you got
No,
the same
it's
defenders
not.
I got. You got the same offensive players I got. That's
Okay.
not the case.
Sure.
Okay, but
What I'm
Jordan,
saying
just directly
is the
though,
case
do you think is there a difference? Because I think this is the heart of the thesis. Is there a difference, and how much does it matter? So I'm asking, is there a difference, and then how much does it matter? It's purely defense. That Shai is playing versus the Lakers with their defensive personnel missing Smart, and Luka playing versus an all-time great defense of the Thunder. Is there a difference, and then how much does that matter to you?
Of course, it's a difference if you want to put it that way. Like, yes, if you want to sanction it that way, that he's playing against an all-time defense. I know that. We all know that.
Right.
All I'm saying is the Lakers have 3 guys.
Right. And I get that point,
That's it.
Jordan. I do. I get that talking point. The question that I
Like
have
we
for you-
can't. No, hold on. I'm gonna let you finish.
Keep going.
But
keep going.
we cannot keep talking about basketball, and this is the part that I hate when it comes to basketball. Y'all always trying to find an equal force, like a neutralizer, and it has to be the same way. Basketball is not like that. Like everybody team is different. It's rare you're gonna go up
Right.
against the
That's a
same
fact.
exact team.
That's a
You're gonna
that's a
have some
fact.
strengths, and we're gonna have some weaknesses.
But
That team is gonna have some strengths, and they're gonna have some weaknesses. That's all I'm saying. So you
I could deal
can't
with that.
just put it on like because when the Lakers start rolling on their offense, oh my God, look at Austin Reeves, look at LeBron, look at
Really
Luka.
quickly, Mars.
But then when they go against the Thunder, well, Shai don't got to go against that defense.
But
Like,
the talking
like,
point,
come on,
the talking point that you're giving us is that the 3 guys that they have on offense with both James, Luka, and Austin Reeves, as good as those guys are, our offense with Shai and Chet and J-Dub and all the other guys that we have trumps your 3 guys.
No, it
That's
does not.
the
So
difference.
in my opinion, it doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't.
Huh?
What? It's not that hard to. I don't get what you hunting about. It's not.
Oh
that
no,
hard
no,
to
no, 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 no.
understand.
Everything you've been saying has been hard for me to gather. I've been confused over here because I don't know how you're coming to these conclusions.
By watching the
the-
games, nigga, that's
the-
how I'm coming up to these confusions.
But the-
I
but the
don't
three things-
know. I
but
don't
you're-
know.
you're-
I don't know. It
But wait a
seems like
minute, though,
maybe watching
Jordan. The
highlights
three
and watching the
guys that
game.
you
I don't
talked
know.
about, Austin Reeves. Who
All
I do
right.
think Austin Reeves, really quickly, Miles, and I promise I'm going to let you get to it. Austin Reeves, who has been not really good, sure, but is Austin Reeves' production better than Mitchell,
Yeah,
Mitchell,
yeah.
Jalen Williams? Like,
Yeah.
just Just three guys. Just Austin Reeves alone. His production is better than Mitchell, the kid from Philly, and Jalen Williams. Just those three guys.
Hold on. Are you asking me together, or are you saying individually?
That's the point, Jordan. You're telling me that the point that I'm making, Jordan, is your three guys on the Lakers. Those three guys on the Lakers, you're talking about offensively. My guys on Oklahoma City, as a collective, we're better than the three guys that you have.
Some maybe like y'all gonna, or it's gonna be equal production. It's not like they're gonna just outweigh them by a lot. It's gonna be damn near equal production on most nights. Maybe not last night. On most nights, it's probably gonna be equal production, and you're gonna get a crazy input from Luka. You're also gonna get a good enough input from LeBron James. It might not be a 40-point input, but it's production. Y'all are trying to act like this Thunder on offense is just deadly. No, their defense is good. Just like the Lakers' offense.
They got the number one offense in the league. Jordan, what are you doing?
Who?
Because of their defense turn them over.
It's not number 3.
It's 7.
Seventh.
Okay, see 7th.
So now they dropped to 7.
You just said 7.
They're 7th.
Okay, see a 7th in offense.
When did they drop to 7? They were number 1 at one point.
No, they're never number 1. No, the top 10 teams is
one.
Denver, Boston, Knicks, Spurs.
Chill. It's
Hornets,
funny that you're gonna sit up here and say
Thunder.
It's funny that you're gonna sit up here and say
Lakers
that they got
Thunder
the
right
best
next to each
offense
other.
in the league, but when you talk about their offense, you always talk about how it's so stagnant, how it's relying on SGA. You don't never bring up how the offense is working so smooth with the action that they run and none of that. But now in this argument, it's so funny that you're gonna say they got the best offense in the league.
In fact, what I just said supports what I say all the time when Shea is off the floor, how much smoother their offense is, how much more action that they get. And then when you add the second leading scorer in the league, who they also play,
so their offense is better than the Lakers.
Even better.
Is their offense better than the Lakers?
I think it trumps the Lakers.
Yes, their offense is better than the Lakers.
I don't think that their offense.
I think it's quite obvious.
I think it trumps the
I
Lakers.
mean, the numbers, the raw numbers are saying they're right next to each other, but like when SJ is on the floor this year, the Lakers have the Thunder have a 122 offensive rating. When he's off, it's a 113. So it's an 8.9 difference, which is a pretty big gap. They just the difference is the defense like gets slightly.
Yeah, the defense create the offense a lot most of the time. I'm just talking about in general.
Okay, so you have
I'm
the
not
third
even
best
looking at the
half
numbers.
court
I'm just
offense
talking
in the
about
league.
in general.
Who's
I'm talking
first
about
three?
I test watching
Charlotte?
half court
Denver,
set versus
Denver,
half court
LA,
set.
and OKC.
What offensive team is better?
What did you say?
I'm saying in general, just watching the offensive set, the half court set, and the Lakers half court set and the Thunder half court set. If we look at talent and look at the scoring abilities, what offense is better?
I'd rather have OKC's.
I'll say
If you give me two options, OKC with Shea on the floor in the half court versus the Lakers with Luka on the floor in the half court, I want OKC's offense.
I'm about to say, in terms of which offense looks better, and maybe it's just because Luka is on one of the offenses, so he's maintaining the ball for the majority of the time. The Thunder's offense is better in terms of everyone being able to navigate. Everyone
on the Thunder team is not able to navigate. By the way,
and I'm not saying okay. What I am saying is there are more people able to do things in the half court for the OKC Thunder, or their sets are better, or whatever you want to say, than the Lakers. The Lakers are solely dependent on 3 players really creating for the rest of the team. Really,
yeah,
2.
that's what the
3.
Thunder is dependent on, and their defense. They're dependent on one player, and then their defense create every day.
No, I don't want to. I
wouldn't say that.
No,
I wouldn't say that.
But
That's
Mars,
not
you were
true.
saying something, Mars.
That's not
I'll
true.
put on to you, Mars.
I was the only reason I'm taking OKC is because they have Shea.
That's it. Exactly. Like that's my point.
No,
Yes,
but I think, that's where the AJ Mitchell but that's why they're so dangerous now. Like them adding McCain and all that to the roster is what makes that so like.
Yeah, and Shea
Shea
is
is the reason though. Like it is Shea.
Just for context, I don't like that.
Just for context, Mars, Shea and Luka have the same offensive rating when they're on the floor together. So they're generating literally 122 offense, like both of them together. It's just the defensive gap is that is the fall off. It's a massive fall off of the defense. Go ahead, Mars.
I wanted to ask Jordan, let's say you're in the NBA, right? And you have a back-to-back. And you're in 2005. We're playing in 2005. The first night of back-to-back, you're playing the Phoenix Suns. The second night of back-to-back, you're playing the Detroit Pistons. Which team is more likely for you to get your game off against?
Obviously, the Suns.
Okay, so do you understand where I'm going?
Kinda, but not really. Keep going.
Okay, cool. So when we're talking about like these head-to-head matchups, because quite frankly, we're talking about offensive players when it comes to this. We're talking about Shea versus Luka versus Jokic versus whoever. When it's defenses, people are saying the Shea advantage is that Shea is going up against these trash defenses anchored by Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, whatever. Like he's going up against these weak defenses, whereas they're having to go up against OKC's defense. Therefore, it's harder for them to get their game off offensively because they're going up against the 05 Pistons, whereas Shea's going up against the 05 Suns. That's really it. I agree. Yeah, you can say in theory, if you have more offensive talent around you, that also opens up your offensive game, allowing you to get off. I think that's fair for the most part in theory. I'm not as high on the Lakers offense as you are, but in theory, I can agree with that. But at the end of the day, one is still going up against the 05 Pistons, whereas Shea's going up against the 05 Suns. So,
by the way,
the 05 Suns had all that offensive firepower that we know. They had Nash, Joe Johnson, Amari Stoudemire, all of these guys. But we all know it's easier to go up against them and get your game off as opposed to getting off against the 05 Pistons. Way easier because we understand that one is the 05 Pistons and one is not. That's really it. That's the only point that gets made.
But by the way, and this is sometimes I hate when people do this because y'all are acting like I don't understand that point. I've already said I understood that point. I understood it when Swiper said it. I said the only thing is basketball is not talked about like that. Like if you want to do it, like you said,
I agree. Factual. I think it's a weird talking point.
It's weird because that's not how basketball works. And we will get that talking point and people will keep running with it like they've been running with it. And I'm saying it's give or take in basketball. Shea is blessed with a team full of talented defenders, really good defenders. They're not as talented on the offensive end. Like, that's just bottom line. He is at a level, at an insane, it's like the Allen Iverson thing for the 76ers, and you putting Allen Iverson on there, except the Thunder can actually make their catch and shoot shots. They can actually make theirs. I'm saying when you see on the offensive end what the Lakers got as far as insane amount of playmaking that LeBron James can do, insane amount of playmaking that Austin Reeves can do, insane amount of playmaking that Luka can do. Then you add the insane amount of scoring that Austin Reeves can do. Then you add the insane amount of scoring that LeBron James can do. Same for Luka. Luka's at a crazy level of scoring as well, too. I'm saying, like, yes, it's factual that he has to go up against that defense. But on the other end,
sure,
the fact that Shea has to carry the load on offense, and for anybody that says Shea is not carrying that load on offense, and y'all gonna look at some on and off numbers, once again, we'll be not talking about basketball.
I mean, the on-off numbers even
they say he is carrying. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But I'm just saying, some people. I don't know. I'm not into that type of debating. I'm saying the people that will use that, because I know some people who will use that, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but they will. And I'm saying if we watch the games, Shea damn near creates every single play for the Thunder, shooters, all of that. He damn near does it.
So let me ask you this, Drench. Do you think that it's a product of that offense? Because you and I had a conversation last year. So the question I want to ask you, you and I had a conversation last year about the Pacers. Do you think that Oklahoma City has as many go-getters as the Pacers have? Because you were adamant last year.
No, they didn't have. No, they didn't. And I said when the Pacers were playing the Thunder, as soon as the finals.
I didn't even talk about the finals. But this is before we got to the finals. You had made it clear to me that the Pacers got a lot of go-get-it guys.
Yes, they had a lot of guys. They had a lot of guys that can do the same thing. That was my argument I made in the PCL too. I said they got a lot of guys that can do the exact same thing. Maybe not to the magnitude of Halliburton, but they have a lot of guys who can do the same thing. The
Oklahoma City Thunder, do they have go-get-it guys? How many go-get-it guys outside of Shea? How many go-get-it guys in your estimation do the Oklahoma City Thunder have?
Shea, outside of Shea, AJ Mitchell, but I think AJ Mitchell is just a streaky scorer. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad scorer; he's a streaky scorer. Like he's a good rhythm. He get in a rhythm. He can make some big plays. But as far as being dependable and doing the things that Shea can do, that has to do for this team, I don't see AJ Mitchell as like that. I really see him as a good six man.
They technically have four guys that can score off the dribble, which is Shea, Dub, AJ, and then McCain, and then Wiggins can do it.
McCain, but when y'all say McCain is scoring, and I was the one who advocated for McCain being able to score off the bounce. You know, he hasn't really been doing that since he's been with them, right? He ain't just been taking people one-on-one and just cooking like that. Like
they don't play a one-on-one style though. Like he doesn't.
So then it doesn't matter then.
He beats you off the dribble.
The movement shooting and stuff and what that opens up is still valuable.
Yes, and it doesn't matter.
Type.
But I wouldn't call that go get it. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't call that go get it. J-Dub, I would classify as a bona fide one as J-Dub. That's usually it. I do like AJ Mitchell in gaps. Like you can swing the AJ Mitchell off the ball and he catch and get you out of closeout. He's creative. He can get his shot off and he can do good things like that. But as far as the Pacers, all of them outside of last year, outside of Benedict Mathurin, probably were getting downhill and making plays for their team. And obviously, Miles Turner.
Well, Benny do that too. Yeah, Benny do. Neesmith's the one that really don't do
Pascal
that.
was a go-getter.
Pascal scored well.
Pascal was a go-getter. Nimhard was a go-getter. Tyrese Halliburton was a go-getter. TJ McConnell was a go-getter. Neesmith was a go-getter.
Neesmith at times was a go-getter, yeah.
Who?
Yeah, they got 5 of them. Yeah, I'm with you. They got 5 of them.
Neesmith was more McCain than a go-getter.
No, I mean,
he could put the ball on the floor, Miles, and knock down a pull-up.
Yeah, but then so can McCain. That's what I'm saying. To me, they're like,
and that's what I'm thinking about.
As soon as Benedict Mathurin got free from the shackles of Halliburton, you see what he's doing now with the Clippers with the ball in his hand.
Oh my God! So this is not even that point that Swiper's just doing that. But anyways, all I was saying is, I agree with Mars. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not trashing that logic.
Yeah,
all I'm saying is that's just not how basketball works when we make these arguments. Like that is usually going to be like that. I've never heard nobody use that argument with nobody else. Really, I've never heard nobody use that argument with nobody else.
I definitely have.
Who?
I definitely have. Well, LeBron, the biggest one. LeBron, easily the biggest one. The NBA Finals.
I've never heard nobody say.
No,
well,
we've heard LeBron's never gonna win.
Well, no, like he was like playing versus like in the 14-15 finals, for instance. Like people were blaming him, and then the pushback was like, "Well, he's playing against a fully healthy."
Yeah, for why he's
Warriors.
losing, not for why he's getting outplayed.
Why he's winning? Yeah, I've never heard that argument.
That's the point. He wasn't getting outplayed.
But,
yeah, sure, but when it came, we can understand. Yeah, you're losing. The other team better than your team. But when it comes to head-to-head matchups, this guy is outplaying you every single time. This is the first time that
I think the Kobe Chauncey series was an example of that though? Like when Chauncey was clearly better than Kobe.
All I ever hear is Kobe gets slandered for that series. I don't hear Kobe's going up against the 04 Pistons. So it's like
I never hear this being as an excuse. Like I've never heard that.
Yeah, he was.
It's because it's not a basketball argument. This is something from the football world.
100%. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, and I feel you. It's from the football world. Just like how in football conversations now,
I never heard it in football, but
there are a lot. I've heard a lot in football.
Remember, Tom Brady beat Patrick Mahomes. Like
I'd assume that would make sense because you're not playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah. So
okay.
So that argument I've heard used a lot in football, but it's just because the worlds are crossing over. If you go, I've noticed in a lot of football conversations, a lot of basketball terminology going over there. A lot of basketball ways are trying to trickle into football conversations, at least the ones that I heard. So it's just communities colliding.
I guess so. That's why I said it was kind of
weird. That's all. It's just very disingenuous. Because at the end of the day, what it's basically saying is that Shea never has the advantage in these conversations. Because when he inevitably outplays people, it's going to be, oh well, he doesn't have he's not going up against his defense. If he doesn't outplay them, it's like, oh look, he's a fraud. And then if you look at the whole course of the season, he's winning more than everyone's like, yeah, you're meant to win more than everyone. Look at the team you have. So like, I don't know what Shea's actually meant to do to get people to acknowledge greatness.
It's some hating ass shit, really, bro.
At this point, it's pretty much very.
The only team that I think presents similar like looks on defense would be the Spurs, and I think Shea is also. I mean, it's. Whatever.
They're not even gonna say the Spurs defenders is like
the Pistons don't present similar looks on defense.
I mean, kind of, but like obviously, the Wemby Castle that factor is kind of what makes it what it is. Like having Wemby as the
just gave the Pistons 50 like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
and I'm fairly sure they're the second best defense in the league statistically.
I don't know, Swiper. I was told by somebody that the only reason why the Spurs were able to beat the Thunder is because they copied their game plan against them. The Spurs play like the Thunder against the Thunder. That's why they win. I was told that in the basketball argument.
Yep. Then we got another one in this before we get to the other game. We'll get to the 65 game rule. 100 underscore TV 10 super chat. Yeah, any team whose best players guards have zero shot against OKC, the absurdity of defense make it practically impossible for them to get their game off. Similar to the conversation we were just having. I mean, their guards have had individual games, but like consistent greatness versus that team has definitely been something that's not happened a lot.
Shea averages 32.5 on 66 true shooting against the other top 5 defenses in the league.
It would be Detroit,
San Antonio, the Wolves, and Celtics is what it says on Pivot Fade.
The Wolves have an interesting defense.
So yeah, 32.5. Like if we were to compare that to most other players, I'm fairly sure it would look a lot worse for them as opposed to Shea.
Yeah, I think Luka's in the 50s.
Luka is at 31 points per game on 55 true shooting. So not very good against the top 5 defenses in the league.
That nigga was about to put up a stinker last night too, Mar. Before he got hurt, that nigga was.
I mean, he had a stinker. He went out, he got hurt, but the game was already over. Like he had a bad game.
I'm saying it would have been worse. That nigga would have went 1 for 14 from 3. And nobody
Jokic averages 29 on 67 true shooting Swiper. There you go.
No, it's all good.
Hey, look, Swiper. Nobody bring it up when Luka shoot shitty from 3, but every time he go high from 3,
all I know is that a certain somebody has 240 ball versus that defense. Gets no credit for it. Including from Mars. Next super chat. Let's get up here. The straw poll came out. This Mars is predicted this months ago. Kai's.world.3 $10 super chat. Final straw poll release. Chill. Shea got 88 first place votes. Wimby got 8. Jokic got 3. Jaylen Brown got 1. Luka got 0. We all act like it's close, but we know how it ends. Y'all was just bored of his consistent greatness.
I don't know why y'all
have to tell people all of this is people don't like when things are a foregone conclusion, which is why we've been having the conversation all year. When, like I've been saying, this shit is not going to be close.
Hey, by the way, Arturo, go back an hour. We literally broke down the game in detail for the first 46 minutes of the show.
Yeah, where you been?
Yeah, first 46 minutes of the show. So if you did miss that, go back and watch because I think we had a great discussion. Chill was cooking per usual. An anime Spurs fan, $90 $10 super chat Spurs FC. We up as the president of PC. Spurs fans, Fox is our ace in the hole versus any team. Just imagine what happened when Castle reached its prime. I will say, Mars, I know you were down on Castle's offense last year. He might be a triple-double machine at some point. He can rebound. He can pass. He's fast. He's strong. He can drive. He can shoot as well. He might become like a legitimate guy.
The Spurs having 3 legitimate downhill physical guards is like a cheat code to come playoff time, like especially if they're knocking down shots. Because
Mark, you ready to say Devin Vassell better than Jalen Green now?
Hell no, Jalen Green had 25 last night. Devin Booker hooping. Hell no.
No worries.
Hell no, we ain't doing that. No.
No worries, Mark. No worries. I was just asking.
I think Jalen Green been decent ever since like he got his legs under him and he wasn't like actually
been good
back from his injury for real. I think Jalen Green been decent for the Suns.
I think he's been decent too. I just think Vassell been consistent all season, brother.
No, I like them. I like Devin Vassell a lot. I've been pushing the Devin Vassell propaganda for a few years now. Do I think he's better than Jalen Green? He might actually be. But
I got 3 guys on the Spurs now.
You know what? I got
Devin Vassell, who I've had for years. I got Stephon Castle, and obviously Wimby. Everybody has Wimby. I'm living good in San Antonio right now.
I'm definitely Dylan Harper FC. I've been Dylan Harper FC.
Mars, you know what? I could probably use your argument.
The real minutes that Condon Cooper got, he be in that rookie of the year.
Damo, we need to talk about Florida State, bro. They put some talent out, bro.
Mars, I could use your argument with Devin Vassell like you did it with Jalen Duren and Bam, by the way.
Oh, that Devin Vassell doesn't do as much as Jalen Green.
I could use that one easily. Right.
I mean, I agree. Devin Vassell will shoot the hell out the ball. Jalen Green can shoot that good. He'll be a different level of player. But it's just, I think Devin Vassell is like got playoff riser written all over him. I expect him to make shots at a high clip in the playoffs.
I think he's a solid defender too, boy. I think he's solid.
I think he's a solid defender as well. But it's crazy because like coming out of Florida State, his defense was better than his offense.
Better than his offense. He got better. He got better on offense with the Spurs over the last couple of years.
For sure.
But like he was a lockdown defender coming out of college.
I definitely.
The problem that I'm having is the destiny, and what I equated to the Destiny Child issue. When I'm watching Destiny Child, I'm captivated by Beyonce. I don't even know LaToya Tucker could sing. I ain't even know that.
LaToya Luckett. That's probably why.
I didn't even know she could sing, right? I didn't even know. I didn't even know she could sing.
Shout out to Michelle, bro.
I feel the same way when I'm watching the Spurs. I'm so captivated. I'm just like this on Wimby. Meanwhile, this kid Castle is a baller, and I'm not paying as much attention to him as I should be. I should be paying more attention to this dude because number one, I met him when we went to the All-Star.
That nigga 6'7", huh, chill.
He a bit of 6'6". Ain't nothing 6'4" or 6'5" about this dude. He a bit of 6'6", and he's huge too. By the way, like he ain't 6'6" and a rail. No, he's a
that nigga like 6'7", chill.
He is huge. That's number one. Number two, as a defender, like I've seen him in stretches. I ain't paying enough attention as I should. Why? Because I got a 7'5" dude with a 9-foot wingspan on him who could shoot threes. So I'm so busy wrapped up in him that I should be paying more attention to this dude. And I'm not. And I apologize, Steph, because I should be paying more attention to you. But you got an alien on your crew, and I'm kind of captivated by him right now.
The super chat was about De'Aaron Fox.
Yes. It was actually.
You saw that?
They said he the eighth in the hole, meaning we talk about him last. Ox.
Right. And
No, it means he been going under the radar. But when the going gets tough, when they in the playoffs, De'Aaron gonna be the guard that gonna come through for them.
Yeah, we gotta talk about him.
I'm pretty sure I agree. De'Aaron
every time Wemby's not there, De'Aaron is the man. And then, but like we talked about the other day.
You see Dylan Harper last night?
Yeah, shout out to
Champagne,
Dylan
Mars.
Harper.
Really Champagne.
They got a squad full of really good players. But just like me and Real Talk was
Who
trying to
could've seen that
explain to
coming?
Ron the other day, like De'Aaron Fox has to do something that is looked at as a lesser role because of the inability of them two youngsters that he's playing with, who are still really good basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Really good basketball. There's certain things they can't do. So De'Aaron
in that.
I'm talking about Stephon Castle. All right, Stephon Castle. There's certain Stephon Castle has to. He's not as good as De'Aaron Fox yet. I don't think he will be, but he's not as good as De'Aaron Fox. So he has to play this role. Foxy got to play this role to make space for the young fella, and it works out. It works out good for everybody. See, I was thinking about this, and it's really like. How do I put this kindly? If you don't really know, then you have to understand that team constructs are put together to where somebody might not look as good as they are when you look at the paperwork, when you look at all the number stuff, but that's really what the team needs. You know
Until
what
they
I'm saying?
go without it. Until they go without it.
Until they go without it. But in order for the team to be successful, you know what I'm saying? In order for the team to be successful, but that's where when we do our job as just talking about basketball, we try to dissect certain things that don't really need to be dissected. We point out stuff that don't really need to be, that don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been trying to figure out how to really put this into words, but we talk about a lot of bullshit.
Didn't you just say that JJ might have thrown the game versus OKC?
You 100%.
What does that got to do?
My bad.
What is
I had a flashback. I had a
He just wanna
flashback.
get that off.
Anytime, please do, because anytime I have to tell the truth, for some reason, chill. You and Swiper take this shit personally. Like y'all take this shit so personally, like I'm attacking y'all. Y'all do, because just last week you got upset at me because I said NBA players don't need to listen to us. It's like they don't. What the fuck they gotta listen to me for?
That's not
For what?
Shit, they should.
They shouldn't. They should keep doing their job.
I mean, they should do what they want to do. I don't know.
They should 100% do what they want to do. But
No, I'm talking about like on the court stuff.
We got a
Like
prime time game between two of the powerhouses in the Western Conference, and what I'm gonna do this late in the season, not in December, not in January, when I got a bunch of injuries, I'm gonna throw a game because if I see this team in the playoffs, I'm gonna really show you what's going on.
I don't know if that happened. First of all, everybody that's listening to this know that I'm over here playing. That's a joke. I'm joking with Damo. But see, if y'all stop taking shit so personally, y'all will understand what I'm saying. Those are completely different things. I'm talking about that was bullshit. I was bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? I was bullshitting when I was saying that to Damo. But I'm talking about like as far as certain things that we break down in the basketball. You know what I'm saying? And that's I'm serious about this. Like a lot of times I think we're breaking down certain things or trying to point out certain things or making something out of nothing, and I call it that bullshit. Maybe I shouldn't have said that word, but I do think sometimes we over. However, I mean, any word y'all want to use, I'm still just saying like it's still the point of. I think sometimes we're pointing out stuff that's not really like it's not really a part of, or it is a part of the scheme, but we're not understanding it to the way the coach or the team is. It's a part of the team construct. A player might look worse, but that's to make the team better. And we're acting like this player isn't capable of doing this, or it just, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if y'all feeling me right now, but
yeah, of course. I get what you're preaching, bro. Yeah, we feeling you, bro. We all us hoopers stick together, bro. King Ransom 444 $10 super chat
Nigga
said,
say all us hoopers. Don't let that
Question.
nigga get that shit off.
Shut up? Why is Luka first team All NBA when guys like Brown or Kawhi exist? Not gonna lie, Luka injury might be a blessing in disguise, so Kawhi gets recognized. That's the second time y'all have sent a hate tweet. Y'all have sent a hate super chat and $20 worth of hate super chat. Kawhi and JB are good enough to be recognized on their own. They don't need Luka to get down for that to happen. That's
well, now it's gonna happen because Luka not gonna make it. So
okay, well we don't know that. It hasn't been
y'all
we haven't got
crazy.
reports.
Luka's gonna play the first quarter.
I'm about to say he's at 64.
He has to play
20 minutes,
34 minutes or some shit.
Oh, he has to play 20 minutes. Ooh.
20 minutes and 65.
Yeah, it's not just put him out there and say, "Oh, look, play the game." Yeah, it's not.
Just run zone and put him in the back.
With the rule, I don't like that stupid shit though. Like the minute shit is dumb. The minute shit.
How many games does Luka play?
64.
He's at 64.
64.
He's at 64. Yeah.
And he got to play one more game.
I don't know what the basketball gods are doing, but I swear this year they have literally given the NBA the most like clear cut. This is why the arbitrary line is stupid. Let's just injure one of the 5 best players in the league in game 64. Oh, you see how stupid the rule is now? Let's injure Cade Cunningham in game 62. You see how stupid the rule is now? Like, I don't think the rule is stupid.
I still don't think it's stupid.
I don't think the rule is stupid. I'm okay with it.
We don't need to rehash the conversation. I disagree with you guys. You guys disagree with me.
Yeah, I'm cool with it too. It's just the minute shit is dumb. The minute shit is dumb.
Yeah, you can't get a promotion by calling in sick every Monday. You know what I'm saying? Go to work.
I think the fact that we got to talk about them missing games and they got to come up with some shit like that about them missing games. I think that's more of a talking point than a rule being stupid itself. I think it's just the fact that like guys shouldn't I agree with Mars. Like if you play 65 games and the best player plays 75 games, like that as a voter, you should take that in consideration. Like absolutely. But the fact that we got to put the rule there is kind of stupid. Well, it's not stupid. It's kind of like a test to the point.
So let me ask this directly. Then,
what's wrong with the league?
We were going to get into that conversation, and I'll read this actually because this is relevant right now. So thank you, Archer, for sending this in. Archer Vieira 9845 $20 super chat. The CBA includes an albeit rarely utilized exception for extraordinary circumstances, which could allow for an exemption if a player suffers a severe injury that prevents them from reaching the 65 game threshold. So Jordan and the rest of the team, with that in mind and with that understanding in mind, Cade seems to be the only player that might actually apply for. Just because Cade had a collapsed lung, that is the definition of a obviously serious injury. That is not something that's related to basketball per se. Well, no, but I don't know what their clause is for.
There's still context behind that. You have to have played 85 of your team's games up to that point, and you have to be deemed by an outside physician that your injury would lead you to miss up until the end of May. That's the 2 caveats that need to be added to it. Cade is not going to be out till the end of May. We know that. And Luka is likely not going to be out to the end of May. But even if he was, he hasn't played 85% of his team's games. So neither one of them are eligible for the medical exemption anyway. And Anthony Edwards is also not going to be eligible for the medical exemption. So all 3 of them are just going to miss the 65 game.
But even if
it don't matter to me. I mean, you missed it.
I mean, shit, Luka on my all NBA team regardless. So it doesn't affect my opinion of any of these players. But yeah, it's just funny that
I feel like instead of like crying about the rule, I feel like they should just.
It would have to be
this argument and 10 disagree.
If someone tore their ACL in game 62.
That would be.
But would that be 85% of the team games?
If they've played 85% of the games
up until that time.
Up to that point.
If they played 60
of the game. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was 85% of the 82. It's 85% of the games they played. Okay.
Yeah, so let's say your team played 65 games and you played 62 of them, and then you tore your ACL, you'd be eligible.
Okay,
but I feel like
okay, cool.
But I feel like us like in these rules, like we having the wrong conversation, and I don't know if it'll get back to that. But I made the argument, and Penn said that's not how basketball works, and it's so funny that I hear people come back to the same argument about the reason why these guys getting hurt the way that they do is because they play entirely too many possessions in a game, like way too many possessions. And I made that argument at the beginning of the season, like you're playing this many possessions and you're not practicing, or like the game should just be slowed down a little bit, bro. Like if they slow the game down and stop gunning for these threes. Not saying you shouldn't take threes, but if I go on a fast break and I kick it out to a shooter and he shoot a 3 and I got to run back on defense,
My theory
That's
is,
a little difficult to keep up with all game.
my theory has always been that we need to have positions, and the reason why we need to have
100% chill.
if you guys will indulge me for a second, the reason why we need to have positions is because, to Jordan's point, these guys are involved in every aspect of the game. There are things that are not my job. Every last one of us out here has a job. That is not my job. We've done this thing where we're trying to create perfect basketball players, guys who do everything. Okay. No, I don't need to do everything. I got my big fella. Ox and I have had this conversation numerous times. Ox's job is to rebound the basketball and to protect the rim. If he's having difficulty with that guy, I will come down there and I will help him. But that's his job. That's not my job.
Yeah.
Lead guard, that's his job, to distribute the basketball, to run the offense, to get us involved. I can get on the ball if he has to come off the ball. I can do that. That ain't my job. My job as the 2 guard, I'm the bucket getter. But now you turning me into the bucket getter, you turning me
the playmaker
into the
and the defender.
You turning me into the playmaker, you turning me into the defender,
and the rebounder.
Because now all of these guys now are doing everything. That's not my job. My job isn't to do everything. And I think that's where the lines for me get blurred, because we look at all of these guys in terms of players as, well, do you do everything? I can appreciate, Jordan, that you are a two-way player. That doesn't mean that I have to do everything.
And chill is because they look at the best player, like somebody brought up a point, so we don't get no more Steph Currys or no more Jokic. It's like, yeah, but those players are anomalies. Like, the fact that you can think that you can manufacture a Jokic or a Steph Curry just out of the blue, like, something's wrong with that. And it seems like the blueprint for a lot of teams has been and mind you, I do think this works in certain contexts, but put the ball in the best player hand 90% of the time, and then now you making the role players just run and shoot, you're going to have these type of injury. That's why the pace is so high. So to Chill's point is, if we go back to traditional positions, I know some people say, well, you know, there are positions. I'm saying traditional positions where you don't have to make these perfect basketball players. Even when we argue about who's the best player, we gonna talk about, oh, this guy don't play no defense. Oh, this guy not that good of a playmaker. Oh, this guy not this. This guy not that. Like, it's cool for that, those arguments, but we have made basketball this way. Like, everybody needs to be in these categories now, and that's what's wrong with I'm not gonna say that's what's wrong with the game, but that's why they play a lot of possessions to me, because it's so unorganized, and you have the expectations that your best player need to do everything, and then it just makes everybody else's game a little bit different. That's why I think you're just playing all these possessions.
I think y'all onto something, but also basketball is a physical sport, and I think a lot of people don't realize how physical basketball is. Basketball is a contact sport, and we need to get back to lifting weights. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that too.
In the gym, push your iron around.
You could do some front squat. You know what I'm saying? Some front squats, some back squats. You know what I'm saying?
Bench press. Do some bench press.
Do some damn squats. You know what I'm saying? Do some clean and jerks. I mean,
burpees,
you know
all that shit.
All of that, like these band workouts, there's a time and place for that. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place for that. Do that. Make sure you're stretching, do your yoga, all of that. But eat some iron. You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong. You have to be strong to be able to, especially for this type of schedule. Football, right? It's crazy.
Swiper, you play football, right? You play football and then came from the football field and went to the basketball court, right? That's usually how it go. I promise you, when I was playing football and you come from the basketball court, like, I mean, you go from football to basketball because you've been lifting. You know, in football they lift, like, you know, they have dedicated lift days. You go from the basketball court, you're not finna get all them little issues and all of that stuff. You've been eating that iron. You ready to go. You can take. I remember my coach used to say, bro, you don't lift weights to be cute. You lift weights to prevent injury. Like, that was number one. And like, we doing that. We going to the football, you know, the field house and doing them football workouts, bro. You're not tearing no hamstring like that. But also, Ox, and I know you played a lot of basketball. You've been in the gym where y'all playing pickup 5-on-5 and y'all just bullshitting, just going up and down. Dude, that takes a toll on your body. That shit hurt.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Damo,
that's what I mean. And that's how the NBA game is played. You just going up and down, bullshitting.
Damo, I can appreciate the logic of the game being fast. And I already know that it's grueling as it is, right? Because it's faster. I think that it takes a huge burden off me if I'm able to do my job. What I mean when I say do my job, I already know the game is fast. So as a big fella, I play the 5. If I don't have to handle the basketball, all I got to do is fill a lane. Now I do understand the idea of maximizing a guy's potential, but not everything is my job, right? As a wing, okay, I'm filling the lane and I stop and pop, but I can also lead the break. But that's really his job. That's really the lead guard. That's his job to do that. When that thing come off the glass, where is he? I'm finding him and I'm filling the lane. That big guy, when that thing comes off the glass, I can push the basketball 100%. I can do that. Same logic with playing defense, Jordan. I'm watching DeAndre Ayton switch, and he's on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why are we doing that?
Because it's better. Because it's better to switch sometimes than it is to play drop versus Shai. It's better to switch. It's better to switch versus Steph than to play drop versus Steph.
Here's the difference. The difference is
you don't have to play drop though, Fiber.
You can ice, you can slice, and all that stuff. But like at the end of the day, like
the difference is that when you are, if I play guard, you know what I'm taught? I'm taught as a guard to navigate screens. If I play the 2 guard, I'm taught how to get around screens. I'm taught how to go underneath screens. But if I'm consistently switching, now this isn't my job, right? So now, the big guy's doing that. So now when I get switched on to, I don't know, Julius Randle, who's 6'9" and 250 pounds, and he dragged me to the box, and then I'm getting beat on by him constantly throughout the game, that's taking a toll on me.
That's crazy,
why?
Man.
That ain't my damn job. That's not
my
job.
And Swiper, to your point too about the Steph Curry, the drop thing, I think when you coaching the game too, like I promise you, Ox say this all the time. Coaches got to coach. Like that's another problem that's wrong with basketball. Like it's too much freedom in what these guys do. Like let's free flow. Like for Swiper point when you was talking about it's better to switch. Like also if Steph Curry is going to come out, it's better to probably just double that shit too. Then like I've seen the offensive team play chess and the defensive team just give up on basic shit. Like it's like. They don't have something to where it's just like, all right, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to just double that shit, get the ball out your hand. Like, okay, and if the other guys beat us, now let's make it another adjustment. What usually happens is the team makes one adjustment. They stick to their strategy. And when they see that shit ain't working, they just stay in it. And it's like, bro, you got to coach the game, bro. Like, let's coach the game. Coach what's happening right now. So I think that's why guys get hurt a lot. Possessions is too up. Chill point. We need more traditional positions that help each other out. And then the third one, coaches got to coach better, bro. Like coach the whole entire game. Just coach better. And I think we would have less.
Are coaches getting lazy? Are coaches getting lazy drinks, or are they just trying?
Well, according to Penn, no, it's more advanced than it's ever been. So according to Penn, no.
I also agree with that.
According to my eyes, they getting lazy.
I don't think this is 100% a coaching thing. I think this is also on the players. Players aren't doing the homework like they need to be, and that makes it hard for coaches too. So while I agree that coaches need to be doing a better job, coming up with better schemes, coming up with more things than just one adjustment, players also need to get back in the habit of watching film, doing a homework, knowing the other players, studying the scout. Because not too long ago, Darius Garland was talking about how Rondo was the first vet that showed him how to watch showed him how to watch film.
That's ridiculous.
Rondo was not there his rookie year. Right. Rondo got there a couple years after. So
probably like 5 years after.
So how is this? You played how many games in the NBA by this point, and no one sat with you and watched film?
That's ridiculous.
Not a
trainer.
Bro,
Damo, the fact that he didn't do it in college either. He didn't do that shit in college either.
High school.
He never did it.
What high school did this fool go to? I'm honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. What people think is advanced, read and react offense.
Yeah,
they think that that's advanced.
Yeah,
like it's really simple. Like you have a couple options if you know what I'm saying. It's not that hard, right? But I think that's taking away from coaching basketball. I think coaches are like, look, we're gonna run a spread offense. We might have 4 out, 1 in, 5 out, whatever it looks like, and we're gonna run simple pass, screen, read and react style offense, and that's taken away from running actual sets. It's taken away from running
too many numbers in the game,
running sets. That's gonna get you what you're looking for, and I think coaches are starting to just put it all on the players. Like we're gonna read and react, and we're gonna call that advanced offense.
I know
we're gonna call that advanced offense and act like this is just some new shit we've never seen before and put it all on the players to think the game instead of the coaches coaching every possession or letting their point guard kind of run sets and call things. I think that a lot of that's happening too.
Yeah.
Coach, your final word, real.
I do agree with you in that aspect, Ox, but unfortunately, unlike you, who comes from a basketball family, your mom played basketball, your sisters played basketball, I think the biggest problem that we're having with these guys, because you just brought up watching film, I think the biggest problem that we're having with these guys is, Dama, what am I watching? Nobody really taught me how to play basketball, so I don't know what I'm looking for.
For sure.
I don't know how to break down film. I don't know how to navigate screens. I don't know how to, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, my handle should be tighter than what it is. And the reason why is because this guy's got longer arms, and I know for a fact that if my handle is as wide as it is, he's going to pick it, right? He's going to end up picking it. So the way that I'm watching film is I'm watching film as a basketball player, somebody who knows how to play. These guys, a lot of times, are just showing up and expect to learn it on the fly, which is why you see the kind of, in Jordan's words, the junk basketball that you see.
All right, that's enough of that. And Bam, I'm about to ban you from the chat, bro. Bam, I played at ITT Tech, played football fullback, by the way. All right, we're gonna do fast breakdown because there were some really good games yesterday. I want to make sure we get to these super chats on time. I want to make sure we respect everybody's time in super chat as we have everybody up here. We have 51 super chats. We'll make sure we're gonna get into that. But yesterday, some of the games that took place, y'all. We had the Spurs, no Victor Wembanyama, taking on the Los Angeles Clippers, and that was a demolition. 118-99, the Spurs, they took it to them. De'Aaron Fox had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals, and a plus 24. Ox, your man played well. Dylan Harper had 19 and 5, a plus 11. Hey, Justin Champagnie, plus 17, 13 points. He was only 1 of 6 from 3, but 5 of 13 from the field. That's really good efficiency from inside the three-point line. Devin Vassell, my GOAT, 14 points and 10 rebounds and 2 assists. Stephon Castle, who I keep telling y'all, I think he'll be an all-star next year. He's going to be an all-NBA player at some point. He might be a top 5 guard in the league at some point. 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. He was a plus 5. He was 3 of 5 from the field. He did have 5 turnovers. You got 13 from Keldon Johnson. On the other end, you got 24, 6 and 5 from Kawhi Leonard. You got 18, 7 and 2 from Matty. And then you got 11 points from Darius Garland on 5 of 17. Anybody lay eyes in this game yesterday?
5 of 17 is ridiculous. But no, I went straight to fucking sleep after I saw the Lakers got their ass tore up.
I actually went over there, Swiper.
Julian Champagnie. I don't know why I keep saying Justin. Julian, my bad.
I actually did go over there, Swiper.
Justin not that good.
Unfortunately, Darius Garland, he had an injury. He had gotten fouled and came down pretty hard and got an injury. But I mean, I can't say enough about when you got a lead guard that consistently gets paint touches, that's got a really good pull-up game, and will compete at a high level on the defensive end. And that's De'Aaron Fox. When you got a
you saw my all 3 of the Spurs guards when you said that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's all 3 of them. I was like, oh yeah.
And you do have that, but I'm pointing specifically De'Aaron Fox. I'm pointing at specifically the primary ball handler in De'Aaron Fox. A guy that can get to the paint, a guy that has a really good pull-up game, a guy that can finish at the rim the way he has. And when you couple in a 8.5 foot tall, 16-foot wingspan alien, I mean, that just bolsters them. And he didn't even play last night, right? He didn't even play last night. They just looked so much better as a unit, you know, connected and from their guards. I just love everything De'Aaron Fox brings to this group, man. He's fantastic. I love him, yo.
Yeah, shout out. Watched a little bit of this game yesterday. Obviously, we were dealing with everything that happened in OKC and all that, but they just put it on them, y'all. They got a 49-29 with 7:48 left in the second, and it was just one of those games where they were in rhythm. They were playing really good defense. You know, they made it really difficult for the perimeter players for the Clippers. And again, man, like Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, and De'Aaron Fox is one of the best combination of guards that you'll find in the league already. And they have a year 1 player, a veteran, a year 2 player, and obviously like Devin Vassell, who I've been telling Morris, you know, I think it's a all-star caliber player one day. Just a great player. They work really well together. Shout out to them. That was an excellent game. The next game that we had last night, we had the Hornets versus the Suns on 127-107. LiAngelo Ball, I know LaMelo Ball had 15 points and 11 assists. He was a plus 13 yesterday, made 2 threes. Miles Bridges, 25, 4 and 2, plus 12. He was 4 of 8 from 3 yesterday. And then Kalkbrenner had a plus 10. He had 8 and 7 yesterday. Con Knuppel, 20 points, and also set the all-time 3-point record for the Charlotte Hornets, Mars. Rookie year. Congratulations to Colin Knuppel.
How you like that ass whooping last night, Moss? Boxed up
Hey,
Devin Booker. Boxed up Devin Booker ass last night. Had him boxed up.
Jalen Green wasn't boxed up though, Mars.
Hey, well, I'll tell you
we
one
get
thing.
buckets regardless of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we really the best player on the team. But it's cool. We'll let it slide.
I'll tell you one thing, boy. That Hornets, boy, that team, motherfucker, boy. They got some. Boy, I know this year they kind of dealt the bad hand just to start with. Boy, the scores that they got 6 guys in double figures last night, and I'm not talking about baby double figures. I'm talking about double figures, chill, like busting ass. I think Kobe White had 19 coming off the bench. Like,
they've got in the regular season. I don't know how you're meant to slow them down because they shoot the 3 so well, and then there's always so much movement, and everyone becomes a threat. So, like in the first half, the amount of threes, or especially off offensive rebounds, the Suns couldn't get a rebound to save their lives. The amount of like kick out threes they were getting in the first half, and then in the second half, like they tried to like remedy that by like switching everything, and then that opened up Miles Bridges, who was just getting like slips to the rim. He caught 2 lobs. He was then punishing people in the post, so you can't switch against them because then they get to abusing the mismatches. Devin Booker was getting fried on defense all game long. It was a bad game for Phoenix. They couldn't get a board, and then they couldn't guard. So you add those things together, there's not much you can do. And then offensively, I'm sick of Dylan Brooks.
Have you had it with him, Mars? Are you done?
I don't think it took a genius to figure out that when he's shooting 28 mid-range jumpers a game, and he's not that good. He's probably not as good of a player as I don't know how guys are trying to justify him being an all-star this year. Like people were, Dylan Brooks should be an all-star. Yeah, he lost some man.
I don't know if I hated it, Damo. I don't know if I hated it.
Shout out to Dylan Brooks, man. He averaged a cool 20. Now we're at the point of the season where now Dylan Brooks thinks he's a 20-point per game scorer, which means he now has to hijack the offense every time he touches it because he averages 20. So that's not great.
Swiper, you were adamant earlier in the year.
They let him shoot. They let him shoot.
He was playing better than Devin Booker.
For first
his whole offense is bad shots. That's what he does
games
now.
Of the year, first 17 games of the year. He was.
I take some of them though, but they let him
Dylan Brooks' whole offense is bad shots now. Like, shout out to him. I don't mind the post ups. Like, if you got a small on him, go post them up. I'm fine with that. Go do that.
Sure.
I do not need to see Dylan Brooks ISOs. I do not need to see Dylan Brooks step back threes. I do not need to see Dylan Brooks shooting over the backboards. Like, I don't need to see him do this, but he's doing it. So,
but Mars,
that's just bad basketball, man.
I would say this. And this is where I feel like coaches got to coach, and you can't just put it all on the players. Like, there has to be a give or take. Like, if Dylan Brooks is defending his ass off, okay, and he comes down and he got it going, he got a hot hand. As a coach, I'm going to try to let you get that off a little bit more. But when I see you miserably just bullshitting, I gotta let you know, like, hey, DB, this ain't your night, bro. Get off the peel. Focus more on the defensive end. And I gotta tell you that in the timeout, like, yo, this ain't your show tonight. Like, get off. It is what it is. Go focus on the defensive end. Make plays on the defensive end because your offense is taken away from what you could be better at on defense. Like,
Damo, quick
I heard Lou Will say, actually, I think you're on mute, but I heard Lou Will say this about Doc. I heard Lou Will say this about Doc. Like, Doc basically told him, like, yo, I know you're not that good of a defender, but I'm going to put you around some really good defenders. All you got to do is be in the right spot. Just be in the right spot and call out the defense. And on the offensive end, I'm going to let you rock. Like, that's what coach is supposed to do. Sure. But Dylan Brooks, yo, I know you can get it off on the offensive end sometimes. But, bro, priority number 1, be the best defender on the court. Once your shit... All you like, what did he shoot last night, Mars? You know?
No, he was
Dylan Brooks.
He was at 5 for 12, I think, and then
I don't give a shit.
5,000.
When y'all sounds like bad shots.
When we get our ass toe up like that,
all he does is take bad shots. That's what he does.
Like when we get our ass toe up like that, yo, I need you to go lock down their best play. I need you to go disrupt their offense. Go do that.
Dylan Brooks ain't been playing that level of defense.
I just got a question for you, Damo.
That's the problem, Mars, because coaches is not coaching. That's what I'm saying.
Question: 7 of the last 9 games that the Charlotte Hornets have played, they're winning by double digits. What is going on in Charlotte?
They also play good team ball.
And by the way, Damo is the resident Charlotte guy, so I want to hear Damo.
What ain't no resident Charlotte guy?
What is going on?
By proximity, he is.
What is going on in Charlotte, man? What's going on?
He showed love to the Hornets.
What's going on in Charlotte? Nah, I told people earlier this season. It's something different about this team. Like, this team is different. Now, at that time, their record looked a lot different. Melo was still dealing with injuries, whatever. People didn't really see it. But I said it, gang, in the city, in Charlotte, whenever you can get those fans to turn up and turn out, you got people driving 3 hours or wherever, whichever way all over the over the state to show up for the game. The environment has changed. The energy has shifted. I was seeing people drive all over the place, Charlotte out, Hornet out, and I ain't seen that in a long time. And I'm asking people, yo, you're going to the game? Hell yeah, blah, blah, blah. Is it good? Man, that white boy got a strap on him. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy, Damo.
This is something different about this team. I tune in.
Is it good? Then go straight to that white boy got a strap on him. It's crazy.
Hey, that white boy got a strap. Hey, they love Concanipple out here. I ain't gonna lie. He's dying.
Boy,
That's
crazy.
When you said that, when you said that,
rehab, by the way.
When you said that, Damo, I was thinking you was talking about LaMelo, bro. I'm stupid.
No. They love, don't get me wrong. They love
That white boy
LaMelo.
being LaMelo is crazy.
Focus
God,
on.
that's crazy.
By the way, just so y'all know, Concanipple leads the NBA in 3-pointers made at 261. Luka's 2 with 12 less games played. By
As
the way,
a rookie swiper?
yeah, he's
Like,
at
this is his first
261 on
season.
the year, 76 games played. The difference is Luka's with 254. Again, 12 more games played, but he's taking like Con this year is shooting 43% from three on those threes.
He's not
this
leading
year.
rookies in threes. He's leading the entire
He's
league.
leading the NBA. He's going to be. He's
Like
going
what
to be.
Anthony
He's on
Edwards
pace.
did, what Steph
He's
Curry
on,
did. Only
he's on pace to be
following
the first rookie to ever lead the NBA in 3-point shooting made. 3-point made. First ever.
Yeah, I mean, context. Steph been hurt all season, but I will say this though. Charles Lee doing a damn
Steph
good
didn't make
job. with that
261
team.
as a rookie either. NBA was
I
different,
mean,
obviously.
yeah, I'm just that wasn't my point. But anyways, I'll say with Charles Lee, like he been coaching that team to I made the point earlier. I think this was like last week when I said they just know where each other at all times on the court. Like it's like they damn near have positions. Even though it could be interchangeable sometimes. Like I know LaMelo runs the one, sometimes kind of bring it up, but like the fact that they can get to a spot, it's like a 3-man weave offense for them. It's like they get to a spot, drive, kick, tap, and then Melo keep running through. And then now you got Brandon Miller or Concanipple who can initiate and play make as well. And Brandon Miller gonna be a dude, bro. Like he cold right now, but boy, when he mastered them spots, that shit over with. Cause he's so tall and he can just get to a spot. And he mean, like I told you, he'll crash out on that team.
He played defense too. He played defense.
Bro, they whole team play defense. Like to me, they whole team sit down and slide. Like who was that the other day said that LaMelo don't get enough credit for the defense he been playing this year? He really been playing good defense this year. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like,
By the way, Jordan, another record was broken last night.
Shout out to Musa.
Colin,
I love Musa. I love
Colin
Musa.
Gillespie broke the Suns 3-point record, by the way. So
Yeah, I
he
saw that
passed
too.
up Devin
Quentin
Booker.
Richardson's record.
We had Devin Booker for
Shout out
best 3-point
Colin.
shooter on the
Shout
team
out
within a
Colin,
year,
man.
mind you. He's making like no money this year too. I think the
He
salary.
was on a make good contract.
I saw on the basketball index that he's played at a level that's $29 million more than the level he would be getting paid currently, meaning he's exceeded his contract by $29 million.
Yeah, he
this
did.
year.
Yeah. I hear that shit. That's some computer shit. Ain't no fucking
No,
way.
it's
I'm
not
giving
computer. It's
$29 million.
I know,
that would
it's-
imply that he's worth $30 million.
yeah, it's basic.
exactly.
It's
What
just,
is it based on?
yeah, it's just
Man,
they do this for every
stats,
player.
This is the same shit that Penn sent in the group chat, and I said that Colin Gillespie was playing like someone worth more than Devin Booker. So
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
forget about
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Shout
don't
out
pay
to them
attention.
stats. We'll give Colin Gillespie his credit. He's having a really good season. I don't care. That's
Sure.
He
Shout
not
out to
playing
Colin.
better than Ryan Rollins. He don't deserve more money than Ryan Rollins.
Just for the context for people, literally like Data Baller has a very similar thing where it just goes through based on value of the said player. For instance, like how much more is this player worth than their current contract? Like Shea, Jokic, like all those kind of players are all worth exceedingly more than what they're being paid. But it's just like all it is a metric just to show you like, like the value to bring. Anyway,
I get it. Yeah.
we got
I'm
to
just saying
move
it's
on for the rest of the
Wait.
game.
Before we do, I want to say, I wish Glenn Rice would have been shooting 12 threes a game.
Facts. Yeah, Glenn Rice.
he had a
Glenn Rice.
strong 3-point line, so it all works itself out.
Super quick. I know
It
we're
doesn't
gonna
work
move on.
itself out.
I know we're gonna move on.
It
Super
does.
quick.
Give Concanipple a strong 3-point line. Shit.
Everybody-
Still got to shoot more.
A lot of people deserve to give Charles Lee an apology. That's it. I just want to make sure we got.
I gave it to him.
I
gave
defended
it to him.
Charles Lee. I was defending
Yes.
Charles Lee.
Mars did defend Charles Lee. I just want to
I
put
gave
that
it to
out
him.
there. I owe Charles Lee an apology because in January I didn't see the vision. he was coaching LaMelo, and I didn't like it, and that's what LaMelo needed. So I apologize. Charles Lee, you are W.
Hey, Jumbo,
and then the next game that we had yesterday was the Detroit Pistons versus the Minnesota
you an L
Timberwolves.
host, by the way. I just want
No, we're not. I'm getting through the slate. This is literally our job, getting through the slate, and then we have 57 super chats for you.
Ron need the whole swiper the way.
No, that's cool. When Ron come back, he can do whatever you want to do.
Yapping.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts. So then we got 113 to 108 for the Wolves. You got the Julius Randle had 27, 6 and 6 yesterday. He was a +2. Naz Reid 19 and 6. He did make 4 threes yesterday, but on the Detroit side, they just could not get enough stops. Jalen Duren had 22, 14 and 4 with 3 stocks. Again, Dennis Jenkins 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists, and he was frying in the fourth quarter yesterday. Duncan Robinson had a huge 3 to put him up 11 with like maybe 2 minutes and change left. He had 15 points yesterday. Kevin Huerter, or Kayvon, as we say out here in Atlanta, had 12 points. And then you obviously had Green with 18. Holland had 8, but had a very bad missed 3, like an air ball missed 3, all kind of stuff. But, y'all, Detroit.
How you bring that up in a fast breakdown?
He's gonna bring up every Piston except Asar Thompson. This is disgusting.
Yeah, shout out to Asar.
Bring up every Piston except Asar Thompson. You bad at this, Swap.
Yes, yeah, facts. Yeah, Asar, shout out to Asar, 799, and I forgot to bring up that. What did you like that I brought up?
Asar Thompson was damn near the best Piston on the floor yesterday, but I guess because he didn't have.
No, he was good. He was really good. Because I'm saying it was a notable point from the game where they left him open for back-to-back possessions. He airballed the first one. They got an offensive rebound. They gave it back to him, and then he missed the second one. It was just like a point in the game. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah.
To bring that up is nasty.
Why is that nasty? What happened?
I respect you, Asar Thompson.
Shout out to Asar.
To answer your question, Swiper. I thought it was great to see Mike Conley turn the clock back last night. I thought that was awesome early in the game. I mean, he was the one who got them going early. I thought they did a great job because Bones is one of the better rotation players in the game, and he comes in the game strictly to give them energy and get buckets. Well, they boxed him up. They did a great job in challenging him at the long ball line, and they made him guard too. And I thought that they were ridiculously physical with him. And the last thing that I'm going to say about last night's game in Detroit, I'm going to keep saying this. This kid, Jalen Duren, is an adult. There are adults in the league. Mm-hmm. This is an adult. This is a person that when you play against him, Ox, I'm going to have to help you. As physical as you are, Ox, and I know you're physical, but I'm going to have to stick my nose in there, and I'm going to have to help him because he got his hands full with that guy. He has his hands full with that
for him, Chill. That young man is a monster down there.
I got to go in there and I got to help him because he's going to have his hands full with that dude. Get your ass in there and help him because one-on-one, he's too much to deal with. Way too much to deal with. And I think Dennis Jenkins, to his credit, I think he earned himself an extension. I definitely think he earned himself an extension. I think that he's been nothing short of fantastic with this. No question about it, Moss.
When you play dudes like that, like just on Jalen Duren real quick, like you got to tell, like this one of the things like before the game where you just tell your big man like, hey, bro, just hold on tight, bro. Just get in there, just hang on. Like this gonna be a ride. This gonna be a ride of your life. But you better.
I'll help you, big man, as much as I can. I'll help you as much as I can.
Put your seatbelt on and pray.
Duren's a lock for all the NBA this year. Do we think so?
I mean, the way she's going, I mean, shit, yeah.
Which goes back to that 65-game rule. I think it's interesting that you guys didn't bring up the fact that now both Cade and Anthony Edwards are off the All-Pro team. Who takes their spots? Because I think that I had made my All-Pro team. I think Jamal Murray and either Jalen Johnson or KD move up to the second team, which means that Jaylen Brown moves up to the first team.
Salute. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna refrain from all NBA teams until I see who's eligible. Like, at this point, this is just a race. This is a race to 65. I don't know. Tyrese Maxey's about to be hit 65, so he'll probably make it. I assume. Wemby's got to play all 5 of San Antonio's last 5 games, so hopefully he does. I don't want to see him go down in game 63 because then it's like, oh my, great, okay. So Shea, we'll assume Jokic will play the last 5 games as well, or 4, whatever he has to play. So Shea, Jokic, Wemby. We'll assume the same thing for Kawhi. We'll assume he'll play. Kawhi.
Kawhi has to play. You see what's going on over here.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but anything.
Do you see what Drew Holiday's trying to do to us right now?
Haven't the Clippers moved down? Aren't they 9?
Yes, because Drew Holiday's tripping right now. Like, bro, God damn. You see what he's out there?
He just reminded us that he's really good at basketball. That's all he did.
Portland went
He just
below
reminded
500,
us
and now they back.
Hey, Drew don't got to remind me. I know what's up with Drew, but that's what I'm just saying. Like,
forgot that I'm nice as hell.
Nah, Drew always been like this.
2.5 games behind Phoenix at 2 spot.
Yeah. But I mean,
Phoenix
Kawhi got to play. So the Clippers and Kings play on the 5th, right? And then I think the Blazers are sitting until they play y'all swipe on the 6th. So
Yep.
I mean, when that works out, I mean, I'm pretty sure
That's the 6th you said?
Yeah, I think y'all play the Clippers on the 6th, and then we play the Clippers on the 5th. So I'm pretty sure the Clippers are gonna beat us, and hopefully y'all take care.
Well, we need to play the Blazers on the 6th.
Yeah, y'all play the Blazers.
Yeah, the Nuggets play the Blazers.
Yeah. And then
we play the Clippers on the 5th.
Yeah. Then the 10th will be the last matchup between Clippers and Portland.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we play the
that game going to actually have huge stakes.
Y'all
Yeah,
play
it
them
is.
on that Sunday, right?
So things going well for us, like us
Mhm.
personally. Things are going well. Like that game is going to mean a lot.
The thing is, chill. We got to beat the Clippers. I mean, not the Clippers. We got to beat the Blazers.
Yeah.
That's on the 12th.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Kings, you know what I'm saying? We really got to. Oh, I swear, if we fuck this up for the Clippers, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, God. Man.
And then we only had 2 more games yesterday. We had the Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors.
Sick of them.
Max Strus at 24-5, Donovan Mitchell at 25, 6-3 with 3 stocks. Jared Allen 16-13, Evan Mobley 12, 10-5 and a steal. James Harden had 19-5. Dennis off the bench at 12. Keon had 4. Like they just played an all around like really good game. Golden State. Podziemski, I don't know if this is 6 straight 20-point games, but I know that it's at least 5 of the last 6 for Pods. Pods
12-point games?
20.
You said 20. I thought you said 12. I was about to say,
No, I know he had 4 20-point games in a row. I don't know if he got one versus the Spurs, but I know this is another. It's at least 5 of 6. He's actually been playing.
Does it really matter, Swiper?
Yeah, I mean, he's a developing player. He's on a rookie contract still.
I feel like Brandon Podziemski gets hard done by the Warriors fan base. They be scapegoating him. I don't think he's.
He be doing some bullshit though, Mars. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think they be acting like he's the problem because he don't average 25. It's like, since when do you expect the guy you drafted 18th to average 25? Like,
from Santa Clara too. I mean, Steve Nash.
Yeah, like the
he
guy
ain't average 25 though.
He played defense. He's a small player. My only issue with him is that he be pump faking all these threes. Like,
shoot the goddamn basketball.
That's like my only real issue with him. Like he helps the team. I don't understand why they be hating on him.
Draymond Green, by the way, was a +6 and a 7-point loss. He was 8, 9, and 9 with 4 stocks.
Draymond been playing defense to close the season. He think he's slick.
You about to put himself in the defensive player of the year category?
That guy agree. He's trying to make himself a all defensive guy.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to get on that old defensive team.
Watch this, March. Watch this. This weekend, he's gonna be on his pod and do an interview talking about I should deserve it because
here we go.
This, I hate this nigga, man.
Yeah, shit. Steph back.
But
Steph
Sniper,
Sunday,
why,
yeah, that's why I hate him, Lamar. Right there.
Why'd you bring up Draymond's? But not a source?
Yeah, because the star was further down. I had cut it off, so Mars. I didn't finish reading the rest of them because it's on the real app. So Mars then, wanted to.
You ain't read Dylan Harper's stat line either. He had like 19.
So I was trying to get through it, but yeah, shout out.
It's cool. Just don't ignore the fact that the best wing defender in the league was playing best wing defender in the league defense last night. Just ignore it.
Yeah, shouts.
Cool.
Chill.
Shout out to us all, Thompson.
I just want to let you know I hate Steph Curry.
I know that you do. I've been through that. You
Chill also hates him. You guys are on the same team. Don't worry.
Yeah, because why would he come back on Sunday?
And then the last game we had
all the games he can come back on, he gonna come back on Sunday.
It's the one that Ox had referenced, and it was
the
Blazers versus Pelicans, and Denny Avdia had 26, 8, and 7 with 3 stocks. And to his point, Drew Holiday had 27 points with 9 assists and 5 rebounds, was 7 of 15 from the 3-point line. And Marge's guy, Tamani Kamara, 23 points, plus 22 in that game as well. Played well. Marge's not so guy, 14 points, Scoot Henderson, and there's a minus 14 in that game as well. Not so great. But he Stivel was plus 21 off the bench, so he hooped. If I missed somebody, I'm sorry. Jeremiah Fears had 21 last night. Trey Murphy had 19 and 8 last night, and Derek Queen has 16 or 12, 6 and 7 and 3 stocks. Sadiq 15 points. Zion had 15. DeJounte Murray had 9-8. Sadiq is on a 1 year.
For everybody.
No, there's more. Trust me, I'm not going to finish reading those names. Is Sadiq on a 1 year right now?
Yes.
Yeah, Sadiq made enough
Sadiq-
money in his
Sadiq about to
life
get
to
some
be
bread.
up down 1 year. He
He hasn't got a
Tied
contract.
down for next year too. Sadiq got $6 million next year.
Oh, $6 million? Okay, because I'm
He
definitely.
signed 12, right?
Yeah, it was
12.
2 years 12, I think.
Yeah, but
2 years.
before that, he signed like in the 50s or something.
I don't know if he got a deal because remember he got traded to the Hawks, and then he tore his ACL, got traded to the Hawks, and then got.
I
Now
thought
he's
he
at the
got a
Pelicans.
deal before.
Well,
Washington?
He was
He
in
got
Washington.
paid
He had
before.
like a 3-year 18 or something. That's what he.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
what
thought
he
it was more
on
than
now.
that.
He had like
I thought it was
it
more
might
than
be
that. I
like
thought
3
it
years
was
20. I might be wrong, but it was like
I
something.
think
Like
I thought he
I
was
got
in the
paid
60s.
pretty good. In,
That's
in
another
Washington.
dude. If he gets on a
He's still on the
contender,
deal. He's still on the deal that he signed in
Yeah.
24. That was before he tore his knee up.
Yeah, but he's young. He's young enough though. Sadiq got time. He black.
He's cold,
Sadiq
bro.
cold. Sadiq
Hey,
just look
Mark.
older than what he is.
Yeah, Mars.
That nigga might be
27.
25.
Mars, when I tell you, bro, this dude, Drew Holiday, has always been nasty. Like Drew Holiday is probably one of the most underrated players of all time. Drew Holiday has always been this good. Like that's why when that whole thing with Brandon Jennings and Drew Holiday, I was like, you stop it, because while Brandon Jennings was the more flashy guy, like back in high school, had the mixtapes and all that, Drew Holiday was quietly like one of the best players in LA for sure.
Just like Kawhi. Just like Kawhi.
Yeah.
Niggas don't know that about Kawhi.
Kawhi graduated a year after us. I graduated with B. Jennings and Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
And like I
That's
seen
your
it.
class.
Yeah.
That's your class.
I seen it with my own 2 eyes, and I even played against Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday has always been one of the best players in the country, bro. Like, and, like he was nasty, bro.
He should. He probably will go to Hall of Fame. But
Yeah, no,
to be honest,
he's a
you know what's so
2-time
crazy?
All-Star, 6-time
The
All-Defense,
only one that was actually like better than Drew, and he was a year above us, was James Harden. But like Drew Holiday was different, bro. Always been like that.
Bruh, you know what's so crazy is when I live in Rancho Cucamonga, it was a dude who went to what's the school out there in California? That's the Mater Dei.
Mater
Dude
Dei,
that went to Mater Dei, and he was telling me about Kawhi. And because this when Kawhi was like, coming out like cold as hell. He was like, nigga, Kawhi always been that cold. He was like, the same way he played, he played the exact same way when he was in high school. He like, bro, they beat us. Kawhi public school beat Mater Dei. He like, they beat us, bro. He like, Kawhi always play like that. Him and Tony Snell. But
So
Swiper,
Swiper,
cold.
Are the Trailblazers going to play their way into the playoffs? Is that what's going to happen?
They're in the plan right now.
I mean, Phoenix are going the other way right now, so it's tough.
Interesting. It looks like they're going to play their way.
Yeah,
into
I
the
hope
playoffs.
so. Cause chill.
Yes, sir.
If they do, that nigga Ron owed me $150.
Everyone got money on the Blazers? Go down.
Yeah, that nigga Ron got to pay up.
Y'all, what y'all need to do when y'all start making these, so on these PC wagers or bets, whatever you want to call it, just send it to me in escrow. Have Ron send me I'll hold it in escrow. That way y'all get y'all money.
We know we're gonna get our bread if you got it. We do
Ron
that.
ain't- Ron ain't finna
You might
pay
get
all
70% of it. Yeah, you might get 70% of it.
Now,
Yeah, 'cause Ox a businessman.
85, I just only want 15. That's all. 15.
Ox, you didn't say anything about a fee. Wait, when did this happen? You just
I mean,
holding the bread.
you got to assume that. You know what I'm
Bro, let me tell you how nasty Ron is, y'all. I bet
Good
Ron in that
business.
Broncos Patriots
You gotta
game,
read the
and then
fine print. That's what I.
I bet Ron in the playoffs drench, like who's gonna have more games, Broncos in Seattle. We lost our quarterback. Ron still made me uphold the bet. After Bo Nix
Of
went
course.
down.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's nasty. No, that's not
If
it.
a Pacers fan bet on them to be OKC, yeah,
The reason why I'm betting on the reason why I'm betting on the Patriots to win the bowl games because they got Tom Brady. He tears his knee up. That's not a good. That's not a good. That's not.
No, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing because Swiper is as a resident.
Exactly
Broncos
why
fan.
he was betting on them
Nah,
because of
because he a
bowl.
Broncos
that
fan.
includes all
Like,
possible
he not going for the
circumstances.
Super Bowl game.
No.
Chill,
Unless you stipulate, bet is null and void if
Barring injury.
Yeah.
Do you think if you go to the sports book in Vegas, go to the MGM, and you put $1,000 down on the Broncos,
They don't care.
and your man gets hurt.
Okay, what
the
about
game
friendship?
before, you think they're gonna give you your money back?
Nigga said, what about
Friendship clause.
They're not gonna get my bread back.
Hey, Swiper, I'm taking all bets. on my Titans this year. I'm just letting y'all know. Yeah,
I want
y'all
some
niggas
action.
gonna
I
fix
want
y'all
some of that
face.
action. I'm
Y'all
I
niggas
want some of
gonna
that.
fix y'all
Hey,
face.
whatever you bet, I'll double it and I'll add it in there. So,
All right. Hey,
we bet.
don't say I ain't
We're
tell
not
y'all to
we don't
tighten
time. We
up.
don't time, but yeah.
We don't.
Tighten y'all ass up this year. I'm letting y'all know.
We got
I think we play
time
the
super
Broncos,
chats.
too. No,
We
don't
got
play the
57 super chats for Chill, Ox, Mars, and for Jordan and Damo. I don't know Damo. 7777 CDOEWWW $10 super chat. Jaylen Brown, only the player averaging 28 points, holding players under 40%. Best in the league. Love to make excuses for European players. Luka's trash. If that was Jaylen Brown, he would be trash. This is the third straight $10 super chat we had at Luka. That's just pure hate, by the way.
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown's a great player, really good player, one of the best players of all time, literally one of the best players to ever touch the
Brown's
basketball.
the only player averaging 28 and holding guys under 40%.
I have to confirm that. Mars is probably doing that right now, but I can't.
No, I mean it's the
that's
matchup. So
interesting.
I never really put much stock into that stuff. It's probably true,
Right.
but yeah, I don't put much stock into the matchup field goal percentage thing.
I wonder what Wemby is holding players to.
Good
I
question.
mean, he
25.
defends more shots at the rim, so I'd assume it'll be like 40 something. Just
But
off
he
the
also
bat.
said, remember, 28 points per game.
Yeah, 28. Wemby only averages was
25. Right.
Yeah,
So he's averaging 25. I like that number. I wonder if Wemby was averaging 28. Would it be 29? Yeah.
So defensive field goal percentage. Let's
I think
see.
that's interesting. Wow.
Jaylen Brown's at 42.6%.
Man,
so,
look at him.
Shit, he is lying. Frauds.
Just lying. Just for $10
Wemby's at
too.
41%. It's actually
Wow.
bad. Goddamn.
All right, Cinco OG, $10 super chat. Honestly, doesn't surprise me. Same with the 24 series. This is about Luka and his scoring. I think Dallas was just built better around Luka to mask his flaws and enhance his strength, and helped PJ channel its inner Klay Thompson.
And it worked too. It worked until they ran up on the Celtics.
Shit, yeah, I mean, you run up on one of the best teams ever. It's tough.
It definitely worked until they ran up on them dudes. Yes.
Teddy Hart 2913 $10 super chat. In other news, the Clippers lost yesterday, puts OKC back in the lottery for now. Bad news, it gives San Antonio yet another win. Hopefully Nuggets spank them tonight. He means tomorrow.
Which got me back to my original thought with you, Swiper. The Trailblazers are going to play their way into the playoffs.
Yep.
The Clippers are going to lose to the Blazers. They're going to be out, and they're going to be back in the lottery. They're going to win the lottery, and they're going to give their pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, he's saying hypotheticals. Clippers missed the playoffs altogether.
Chill's been believing in this since they was 3-15 or whatever. So, coming off this. If that happens,
what a horrible ending to the year.
NBA, man. If that happens, salute to the NBA.
They got a winning record and they still end up losing out all the way. Like, it's crazy. Then we got another $10 super chat. Eric Spinoza, 7789, $10. The way the season has played out, it feels like the Spurs and Thunder are on a collision course to see each other in the end, to see who comes out west. I still believe in the Nuggets. Gotta say,
the Spurs and the Thunder.
GSG.
Go Spurs, go.
They would have to meet in the Western Conference Championship.
Wait, real quick though, y'all. What happened to Darius Garland?
He goes to the rim and he got fouled and he ended up falling on his side. And
okay, so it wasn't like an ankle, knee, nothing.
No, he didn't. He didn't tear anything.
He had
all
right.
Yeah,
he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Cool.
I'll live.
Shit.
No, it wasn't nothing like that. He just came down pretty hard. He'll live. Yeah, he'll live.
All right, cool. He all right. He's tough. He's tough. Get up, boy.
He'll be good.
Yeah, man. I think San Antonio and the Thunder have been the best teams in the league. So, yeah, the only thing I think is going to disrupt that is if it never gets right with the health. That's it.
If it ended today, right? If it ended today, Oklahoma City sees Portland in round one. What series is that? What is that?
That's
do the Blazers get a game? Do the Blazers get a game?
Shout out to Drew Holiday, but
okay, so the Blazers don't get a game. San Antonio has to see Phoenix. How many games does Phoenix get on San Antonio?
Shit, they get 4-3. If you ask me,
the Blazers.
So that series is going 7. You think so, Drench? You think that series is going 7?
The Suns' way.
Suns and 6.
That's Suns and 7. That's what I'm saying. It's more the Suns' way.
Mars thinks San Antonio is out in round one. Mars, so the collision course that we're talking about, it does not involve the San Antonio Spurs because they out in round one according to Mars. They're finished. And they're in a different bracket. So I got 1-8 over here. I got 2-7 over here. I think I got 4-5 over here, and I got 3-6 over here. in the 1-8 column, right? So with that being said, that 3-6 matchup between the Lakers and Minnesota, how many games does the Lakers get on Minnesota?
Well, 3-6 is other 2-7, and then 4-5 is 1-8.
So 3-6 is so 3-6 is on the 2-7 side. Okay, so the 4-5 side, how many games does Houston get on Denver? I think they get a game.
Denver gets a bye round. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I think they get a
Five?
game.
Fred VanVleet is coming back.
OKC and Denver.
What if he did? Hey, Jordan, what if he did?
Your rest.
Fred VanVleet is coming back.
Well, he tore it in September, right?
Fred VanVleet is not coming back. He may said he ain't even doing contact yet. Man, that man is not coming back.
He ain't coming back, Mark.
Chill out,
That
Freddie.
man is not coming
What? How many
back.
games has Houston won? Let me see the standings because I don't
The
even
Houston
know.
Rockets have
They
won
just
as of
clinched
today
playoffs yesterday.
47
Like,
games that
at
they
least
won.
postseason anyway.
Yes, they've won 47 games. Look like they can win.
They're two games back of Denver.
Yeah,
It's crazy. For all the talk about Houston, like they're right there.
they are right there.
They won
And Fred coming back.
53 last year, 52 Mars.
52 last year.
Yep.
You know, a
Back-to-back
Jalen
51
Green led
seasons.
team can win more games. You know.
No. Back to back 51 seasons for that team. I think it's good personally in their development
Especially
stage.
considering what they did in terms of what they did in terms of attrition.
And they lost Steven Adams and Fred VanVleet too.
Yes, sir. And they lost
And
Dylan
Jalen.
Brooks and Jalen Green. Yes, they did.
No, Jalen Green got traded for a better player. So
Well, they lost the
They
That's why
trade
they winning.
first.
Why they winning less games?
no.
Be humble. Be humble. Be humble.
I tried to tell you at the beginning of the season who won and lost that trade. So
So with that being said,
Right.
okay, so we got Denver beating Houston, and they're in the same bracket with Oklahoma.
And then they're gonna
City.
lose to OKC. Yeah.
that's
Denver and
statistical probability.
How many games do you think, Swiper, does Denver get on?
Everybody's
Oklahoma
healthy, bro. It's probably gonna be a 7-game series again. I'm not gonna lie to you.
City? I think
Everybody
Denver
healthy?
beats them. I'm
We
saying
did this. I think
already said
Mars is probably at the point. I really don't, bro. If Denver's healthy, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I think they could win, but
Denver cannot guard OKC, man.
you know
I've
they
seen
can't
it.
guard 15 either. If you look at per reports.
Per reports. What you what? Silly, man.
So that 2-7 matchup between both Phoenix and San Antonio.
That's over, bro.
Yeah, for both.
Yeah, so we got Suns and
Wait,
six,
do the
and then
Lakers
the
hold
winner
on to
of
3 though,
Lakers-
Mars? That's
we
the
got
question.
the winner of the Lakers,
And then we'll see the winner of Lakers Timberwolves, whoever that is. I still got Suns and 6. So Suns Thunder Conference Finals. And then
Minnesota.
OKC win that
If
one.
Minnesota gets by the Lakers, they smoke Phoenix again.
Hey, wait, but if
Yeah.
Lakers,
Again.
if Luka,
They smoked a KD Phoenix. They ain't smoking Jalen Green Phoenix. Yeah.
They smoke Phoenix again.
yeah.
Smoke, what are you doing, bro? The smoke is in the comments going crazy, bro. Jordan, read Smoke's
No.
comment and then read what he said before that. Somebody asked, he's wild, bro.
If you must know what the hell.
Someone
Hey,
asked him
man,
why he was
he
late
was-
to the show today.
he was
so it sounds
busy.
like he was living the
You
best
must
life.
know.
Living the best life.
If you must know, Jordan, that's like me calling you. And you're like, if you must know.
As
Smoke.
Smoke,
I fuck with you,
as Smoke would
Smoke,
say,
boy. Hey.
since you want to be in my, as Smoke would say, since you want to be in my damn business, this is what I was doing. Since you want to be in my
Hey,
damn
Smoke.
business.
Hey, Smoke, I feel you,
Damn.
Smoke. Now I would say roll your ass over and put your damn pants back on, nigga. Don't be only in the chat with your legs crossed all on your belly typing and shit. Put your pants back on, nigga.
Since you want to be in my damn business, this is what I was
I
doing.
feel you though. Sometimes you gotta get one out. Sometimes you gotta get one out the way. But I feel you.
Man.
Put some
Trent,
clothes on before you get in the chat.
no, Jeff Teague style. Trent 8083 said $10 super chat. What's up, panel? I wanted to clarify that I don't think Caden Boozer rather is bad, but heard people say that he's bad, and also Shea was getting in the lane too easy. By the way, did you see the Data Baller draft drop yesterday?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I haven't.
That was crazy. Ox, if you get a chance, you can check out. They just dropped a draft platform, like an
He's not
algorithm.
gonna like it. They got Spreadsheet FC for the draft.
Nah, it's just true. It's
They got AJ
information.
DeBonson one.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I think
Yeah,
it
they
makes
got
sense for people to have
spreadsheet for the
AJ number 1.
AJ's gonna go number 1. I'm fairly sure.
I don't think so. I've been saying my
I'm
theory.
85% sure AJ's
It
gonna
really
I'm just saying
depends
my
on who
theory.
gets
Pacers
it,
get
but
the
it's
number
more
one
likely
pick.
he goes.
Everybody that Mar.
Who?
The Pacers get the number 1 pick. They not picking
Oh, I thought you
AJ.
said the Pistons.
Oh, I agree. That's why I said I'm 85% sure. I'm 85.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
there's some
you
teams
think they
that
had
win.
Boozer at number 1 for the Pacers?
Yes, I said that at the beginning of the season. I said Boozer fits the Pacers.
Boozer and
perfect.
Pascal will be.
I actually
Perfectly.
think Peterson
He fits
is
them
better.
perfectly.
I think Peterson is better.
I
for
think
them.
Boozer or Darren fit the Pacers, but
Mhm.
I
They have
think
too many
I think
guards.
Boozer fit better, but because I don't think Halliburton is going to take or Nembhard is going to take a backseat to Darren Peterson. Like, not saying that he necessarily has to, but I don't want to see Darren Peterson in a situation where he's going to wait his turn.
Whoa, what?
Respectfully,
No, bro.
Nembhard,
if they don't appreciate you,
shit, you got Nembhard messed up.
All due respect to Andrew Nembhard. All due respect.
No,
Mark, you got Nembhard.
Darren Peterson come through the door. He got no
come to death row. You don't want to Ricky Jackson all in your videos. Chill. Come to death row. I'm good.
Darren Peterson is the starting two guard for the Indiana Pacers on opening night.
Like,
nope.
That's what's going on. He's going to
He's the starting two guard on opening night.
Stop playing with Nembhard. He didn't did too much. Stop playing with Nembhard.
No,
he's way too good.
He's going to be a hell of a sick man. For sure.
Nope.
I'm so sick of y'all.
Darren Peterson will be starting for the Brooklyn Nets alongside Ben Sarah.
Matter of fact, I'm trading Darren Peterson to keep Nembhard happy. We got another $10 super chat. Teddy Hart 2913. Mars, you're just not loyal. That's all. That's you. That's your problem. By the way, SG only attempted 3 free throws yesterday while he sleptwalked to 28 points. Felt it needed to be said for the sheep that really think his entire game amounts to push-offs and free throws. Well, he didn't need to get to the line yesterday, respectfully.
I mean, a lot of it's just agendas and whatnot, but
he did not sleepwalk. By the way, he was getting to the rim pretty tough.
That was sleepwalking. Yeah. That's what they're implying.
That man was walking.
That whole game was sleepwalking,
man.
He had that.
Walked to the rim like 8 straight times. That shit was ridiculous.
He had that one weekend layup that I thought was tough.
You know what?
Where,
Chill. You know what I hate? Chill. You know what I hate? Why you niggas not gonna bring up what Bronny James had going on? Why you not gonna bring up that shit?
It came up.
We did talk about it.
I brought up in passing. They asked me when we stopped watching the game. I said when I watched Bronny get ripped 3 straight times.
That nigga. Come on, chill. Come off the train, chill.
OKC disrespectful.
Come off the train,
Chill. There is no reason they put Kayson Wallace on Bronny James. They disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
That was cruelty. That's what I was.
That's what I would have did too. Chill. Come off the train. Your stop starts here.
No,
the kid is not an NBA player.
That kid can play, yo. He can. I'm trying to make sense.
He can play in the G League.
Yeah, that nigga can play in the G League.
That kid can play.
That's where he can play. So he's not ready for the league yet.
Maybe he was out there last year getting his ass ripped. He's not ready.
He is ready.
You guys are haters, man. Bronny had 10 points.
Well, not only that. Not only that. He's
an NBA bench.
That level.
No, them niggas supposed to be in the G League too.
Last night.
Oh my god.
That's what that shit was.
That level of basketball was different last night that he was playing up against. That level of basketball was different.
Yeah, that nigga look like a freshman, huh? Chill.
Yeah, that level of basketball.
Yeah, he's supposed to look like his freshman in his second year in the NBA, right?
He gonna get it together though. Yeah, he will.
Because he's supposed to be a junior in college right now.
Yeah,
where he should have his ass at USC right now.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Kayson Wallace meant to be a senior in college? Junior?
But Kayson's better than him. Kayson's is better.
That nigga Kayson Wallace was laughing when he checked out the game, boy.
Kayson is disrespectful. That's what Kayson
Boy, he was laughing when he came out the game. I know they was cracking jokes, boy. Braun trying to keep a straight ass face. Braun really tried not to get up and be an AAU dad and say, God damn, take care of the basketball. I can see that all over his face. Take care of the ball.
He's not meant to bring the ball up versus pressure like that.
That nigga would have been, use your speed dribble.
We got either the blackest panther or the bleakest panther. It's in, we'll just go with which one or the other.
Blackest.
$10. I mean, it might be bleakest too. $10 super chat. I rank no hat Mark Penry over small chain, no beard, dork looking A Jordan. Also, Swiper, I don't like your tone whenever you talk about my LeGoat and friends when they lose. Your time will come. So he's talking to Jordan. He said small chin.
You don't even got
beard,
no chain on.
Dork. Chin, small chin.
Oh, no, you read it like Ron. You said small chain at first.
Small chin, no beard, dork. Look at that ass, Jordan. That's what he said.
Is my chin small? I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to have a crimson chin or what.
Hey, I'll tell you what your chin is. It's made of glass. I'll tell you that much.
You crazy motherfucker. Boy, I've been
Ask me how I know.
Nigga, I'm the youngest of 4 brothers, nigga.
Ask me how I know.
If you're the youngest of 4 brothers, you've been in a fight or 2 in your life.
Yeah, boy, you crazy motherfucker. Boy, you gonna have to kill me. That's why I don't chill. That's why I don't like fighting, because I only know one way to win. Nigga, you gotta kill me for this shit to be over. You either gotta knock me out cold or kill me, or the fight ain't ever over until I win.
Having 4 brothers, you know what that mean? That mean that they got to drag me off you.
For sure, boy. My brothers, boy, shit, boy. I'm 4 brothers and no mattress in the room. Nigga,
they got to peel me. They got to peel me off you.
Yeah. All right. C3_JJ $10 super chat. B Mill or Amin? Why? Always hear Amin is the top player now. because of what he could be. Yet B Mill is a crazy athlete and already is offensive, but people wish Amon was. Yet people just glazing over at Amon.
Maybe. Well, I think that we turn offense into what it is. I think we turn it into more than what it is. And I'm an Amon Thompson fan. I think Brandon Miller is a better offensive player than him. I think he a better bucket getter than him, better scorer than him. I think what I'm looking at with Amen Thompson, and I'm still standing on this, I think we can get to a point where the jump shot is respectable. Not the three ball, but just the jump shot. I think it could be I think we can get to that point where it could be respectable.
For who?
For him.
Do you feel that way about Asar?
Him too, Moss. Yes. Him too.
Yeah, nah,
yeah. I think
Yeah,
I respect your optimism when it comes to NBA players.
I do think that we can get to a point. I'm not, because again, I'm not one of these people that's wrapped up in guys being knockdown shooters, Kyrie Irving, Kenny Anderson ball handlers. I don't get wrapped up in that, Jordan. I get wrapped up in guys, if I'm gonna play you, or if I'm gonna pick you number 2, if I'm gonna pick you number 4, it's my job to turn you into the best version of you. And when I watch Amen Thompson, when I watch the form on his jump shot, when I watch his pull-up jump shot, I think the mechanics are there. And when I watch him, I'm thinking, I think we can get to a respectability with his jump shot. That's all I'm thinking.
Chill. You would be a very good cut man.
Defense will ever respect Amen Thompson shooting a jumper.
Chill would be a very good cut man. I'm telling you, having Chill in your corner and you going 12 rounds with Mike Tyson beating the shit out you, you would be a very good cut man, boy.
Yo, if we're in round 7, we still in it.
Shit, no, we out of that.
We're in round 7. We're in round 8. Come on, man. You good?
Boy, I couldn't be a boxer. My dad told me if he was in my corner and I was boxing, I would get my ass tore up. He'd be like, "Nigga, we about to quit this shit. You don't want to fight today." That's what he'd say. Shit, we about to quit this shit. You don't want to fight. I'm about to throw the towel in. That's the bottom line.
Now
I'll throw the towel in for my fighter though.
To be clear, but I'm not gonna have an Apollo Creed Drago situation. I'm not gonna let you just beat the shit out of my guy.
Chill would be like, you got potential in that right hand. You just gotta throw it a little bit more. Just throw it a little bit more.
We got Alistair Chu 048 $10 super chat. Blowing out OKC not for everyone. Shout out Hornets. Also rank these finals matchup based on which one you wanted to see. 2008 Celtics versus Spurs, 09 Cavs versus Lakers, 21 Clippers versus Nets, 23 Nuggets versus Celtics.
Clippers Nets 21 first. Nuggets Celtics would have been nice. I would have liked to see Nuggets Celtics. So I'll say that 2. 09 Cavs Lakers 3, Celtics Spurs 4.
I'm gonna say 09 Cavs Lakers 1.
Man, how the hell y'all be coming up with this shit?
Yeah, that's it crazy, right? I'm gonna say
what the fuck?
Yeah, 09 Cavs Lakers 1. I would have liked to have seen Timmy and KG because KG just came off of being the defensive player of the year that year, and the Spurs just came off of winning the NBA championship. That would have been awesome. I was really high on the Celtics, so I'm gonna say Celtics, Nuggets 3, and Clippers Nets 4.
Cavs Lakers definitely number 1.
Yeah,
definitely.
You guys want to see LeBron lose another finals? You guys are sad.
Nah, I mean that's just
that nigga might have got it.
You guys, that series.
Braun might have lost.
Braun haters.
I just think it would have settled. To be honest with you, Mars, I think it would have settled a lot of things if we would have seen that.
You wouldn't have liked where it would have settled.
Yes, I would.
Not at all.
Brian might have beat him.
If we would beat LeBron in the finals, still, you know what that would be doing today?
Number 11 would have been 1-0 against Bron in the finals.
Y'all don't know how bad. Y'all don't know how bad we needed that.
Yeah, we did.
Bro, Brian would have 4-0'd him too.
You did not need that.
Okay. I thought you were saying
you did not need to see Bron lose to the Lakers in the finals. You did not.
4-0 Mars.
Because all that would have happened was you guys would have said, well, Bron shouldn't even have been there in the first place. His team was way worse. Like,
no, I wouldn't have said that at that point. No, I would not have said that.
You would have picked the Cavs to win, Chill?
What did you need to see it for, Chill? Because you know the Lakers would have won. So what did you need to see?
I don't know that the Lakers would have won. And the reason why I don't know that the Lakers would have won, I don't know that the Lakers would have won. I mean, they handled the Lakers throughout the course of that season that year.
What did the Suns do to the Timberwolves in 24?
They beat them, and then they ended up smoked in the playoffs. Yeah, they did. So,
good to know.
Wait, the reason why I do think that they could have won. I do. And
I don't think they would have won a game. Chill.
Whenever you got the best player, whenever you got arguably the best player in the league, you got a chance.
No, they don't.
The Lakers.
Yeah,
They-
the
That
Lakers,
man
Kobe
lost
Bryant.
6-9. He was almost the best player in the league.
Okay,
Lakers
now wait a minute, Mars. We're talking about
He's been
now,
swept.
wait,
That
Mars,
man
we're
lost
not-
5 finals when he was the best player in the league.
We're not talking
What are we
about.
talking
Okay, wait a minute, but we're not talking about later on. We're talking about in 09. That's it. That we didn't get to 13. We didn't get to 12. We didn't get to 12. We didn't get to 13. We didn't get to 16. We didn't get to 14. We didn't get to 15. We didn't get to 16. we
Bro,
didn't get to
Kobe
20.
would have swept that
No,
nigga.
Bro,
we ain't
LeBron
getting-
better
we
than
ain't getting
Duncan in
none of that.
2007. He got swept.
I just felt like at that point.
He
I
was
just felt
better.
like
He
at
was
that
better.
point, seeing the two best players in the game in the NBA championship, I think it would have settled a lot of things.
Dog,
But if
Kobe
LeBron would have got
would've
swept,
Like way would have settled.
what
That's
would
it.
the narrative be about
Kobe,
if you'd have
the
got swept?
Lakers would have won the series, and then now 17 years later, you'd still be telling us Bron better than Kobe. So what exactly did it settle?
Man, to be honest with you,
Kobe would have been punishing that nigga. boy.
because that's not this. Because here's the difference, Moss. The difference is to your point, all of that other stuff had already happened. We're assuming that stuff is going to happen again. We're assuming after they beat them in the NBA championship, he goes to the finals and does what he does in 2011. He wins the NBA championship in 2012. I don't know if that stuff happens. I'm not sure that
now
stuff
we're doing
happened.
butterfly effect. I get like you're not wrong. But most of the time when we do these hypotheticals, we assume everything else transpires the same. But I do understand. Yeah, maybe he goes to the finals in 09 and that teaches him something that now when he goes to the Heat in 2011, he actually doesn't fold in 2011. Like maybe cool, I guess, but not realistically, but like for the most part, we kind of just assume everything else transpires the same way. You add 09 to his resume, he loses again in the finals. He's now 4-7, and he loses a finals to Kobe Bryant head to head, regardless of how well he plays. But if you believe they actually could have won the series, then
I was pissed about that too, man. Dwight Howard, I was hot with that. He threw a monkey wrench in that because to Ox's point,
that's what Pau Gasol would have done to them too.
To Ox's point, like that shit was necessary. We got robbed.
We didn't. Nike made commercials in the conference finals like they shouldn't have done, and they got packed up in the conference finals by a better team, and Hedo Turkoglu and them tore them up.
I will say, no, that series was closer than people remember. I will say that. Like the Magic just turned into like fucking a bunch of Steph Currys in the clutch. Like they just didn't miss. Like you play that series 10 times, I'm pretty sure the Cavs win like 7 of them. Like it was like
better.
They were the better team in my opinion. Yeah. But you know, things didn't go great. They lost a couple close ones. I know game 1 was close, game 3 or 4 was close. Game 2 was close with the Bron game winner. Like that series was really, it could go either way type deal. So, you know.
Yeah, I would say 09 Lakers Cavs would have been my next one. Nuggets Celtics would have been good. Clippers Nets would have been crazy, and then last one been Celtics versus the Spurs. I appreciate that.
Clippers Nets was the 2 best teams in the league, man.
Yeah.
We should have seen
that. I'm thinking about the next year. My fault, March. In 09, the Lakers beat them both the times they saw them and smoked them. By the way, they didn't beat them the 2 times. In 10, they handled the Lakers. And
that was the Shaq was on the team, right?
Yeah, that was both the times they beat them. In 09, they ended up smoking the Lakers. They ended up smoking Cleveland.
And it's not even a disservice to Bron. It's like the Lakers was just a better team. Like, it's what it is. Like.
Yeah, it's Akira 5022 $10 super chat. Hate revisiting old news, but I can't believe Nico added Grimes, Clay, and Najee to that 24 Mavs team. It just lit it up in flames. Looking back at the beginning of 25, the Mavs team was deadly.
Yeah, they were.
You believed in the Mavs to be like one of the best teams in the West, and then obviously, you know, everything transpired the way it is. It's crazy that we're literally like just over a year ago, Luka was on the Mavs. And now we're here. He's on the Lakers, blah, blah, blah.
Nico traded him. He did that. He was like, yo, we ain't winning with
and Chill, you were adamant at the time that the Lakers won, that the Mavs won the trade.
I didn't say that they won the trade. I said that it was even. That's what I said. I said that
you still think it's even?
No, I don't think that.
Well, what are the Lakers gonna get from that? Luka's hurt again.
You know the Mavs have already traded Anthony Davis, right? Like,
yeah, he's not even on the roster.
I know.
Like, you know what they got back for Luka is already on the Wizards.
Gone.
No, I understand all that. I understand.
In exchange for Chris Middleton and AJ Johnson and Marvin Bagley. You
know? The Mavericks are going to be the better team.
What we can't do is we can't make it sound like, you know, the reason why they got Cooper Flagg was because of the Luka trade. It had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Let's be clear about that.
But the Mavericks are still going to be the better team.
Okay.
First Sports Guru, $10 super chat. I need you guys to tell us what the identity of the Clips is and what exactly is Ty Lue's coaching philosophy. I honestly think this team rolls the ball out and asks Kawhi to go. No real plan. This is a Knox question. as a Clippers fan?
Why is this an Ox question?
Because you're a Clippers fan, brother. I mean, respect to you. Kawhi motion.
Sure, I mean, cool. That's what they do. If you're going to roll the ball out to anybody, roll it out to Kawhi. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think they run an offense. They have a lot of pieces, too. They just got blitzed yesterday, unfortunately. I think that Darius Garland's brought a lot to that team. They're fast is all get out now. Having Benny as well. Brooks been playing really well. Like, they're posting him up. Having John Collins, obviously, like, they just have a lot of pieces. Like, they're actually a really good basketball team. I don't know why people thought they were going to be bad after the trade. They're cooking right now. And then let's see here. Make sure we get another. We got Hoops Never Stops, $10 super chat. The problem isn't spread offense or read and react. This is Jordan's point earlier. It's the fact that no one is teaching players where to be, what to look for on the floor while running these offenses.
No, I think I mean, well, yeah, that's an issue. Like I said when we was talking about it, like that is a problem. You're expecting players to coach themselves by calling it read and react. If a player dribbles at you, cut back door, or come get the handoff, or when you pass, what are you doing on this weak side? Like now, you think if I just empower players that they're gonna know what to do, and that's just not how it's gonna work. Especially when you got players that like y'all was talking about DG, coaches aren't even watching film no more. We was watching film in high school. So now kids, these dudes ain't watching film until they're 4 or 5 years into the NBA. How am I supposed to have the IQ to how am I supposed to have the IQ to know what I'm supposed to be doing on this basketball court because you're not coaching me because you call it read and react, advanced offenses. Shit, man, these dudes are standing around looking.
Well, you're supposed to read and react within the set. Like, you're supposed to be able to read and react within the set, like within the play that's being called. Not go out there, well, if I dribble this way, well, you clear the corner out, and then I go one-on-one, and if the help comes, then I skip. Like, you freestyling. Like, at that point, you freestyling. It could work. Like, there's instances where it works, but to play a whole game like that, that's where the pushback is coming from. Like, I just feel like to play a whole game like that is a lot of bad possessions will come out of that when it's unnecessary. Like, and I think that's what we all know. Your body not supposed to be doing all this athletic shit anyway. You ain't supposed to be running, jumping, dunking on motherfuckers, running full speed and stopping. You're not supposed to be doing that all day, any day. I mean, all day, every day. So the fact that you doing it in a basketball game when you don't have to, I think that's where the injuries come from. Like, you just risk it. Everybody knows, like, you're not going to be a high jumper your whole life. But if you do it so much, there you go. I think sometimes you got to save your legs, turn up for the end, just save your athleticism a little bit, reserve it. When I go hoop now, and by the way, Ox, I'm back to beating up on kids in one-on-one. I'll tear their ass up. I save all my athleticism for the game winner.
Tear your ass up.
Other than that, boy, I'm back to the basket. Boy, I'm bumping. I'm one dribble pull up, two dribble pull up, triple threat. I'm doing all that shit. I ain't doing all that with the ball.
Hey, Swiper been in the gym too, though.
Constantly.
What's up? Hey, I'm just saying.
No, he ain't been in that gym. He ain't been in that gym. I've been watching.
I have been in that gym too. What's up?
That's football. That nigga gonna foul me every time.
I don't need to foul.
You send me your bread, Drench, send me your bread. I'm gonna hold it in escrow.
That nigga fouled me every time. I'm calling that shit every time.
We got 8 days. Y'all got 8 days.
He don't have a foot
speed. Better stretch.
He don't have
a slow and you stiff as a board.
But you don't have a
$10 super chat. $10 super chat. Stephen A. Smith said apparently today maybe it's a good thing Luka actually got hurt and had to get taken out in the third quarter. Suddenly, your damn hamstring is hurt. It was a good run. Now PR back in the mud.
Yeah, some people saying the injury's fake. Interesting.
Hey, chill. I was just bullshit. For real.
We be up here bullshitting, me included.
I don't think Stephen A. saying that he was faking it though. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's just saying like, "Damn, you was that close, and then now your ass."
I haven't heard the quote, so I mean, we have to see it. But we'll see. Love for dinner. Read that one earlier. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Another $5 super chat. Logan Sparks 23. $5 super chat. These clown ass Laker fans need to be humble. So satisfying.
You got it. Mm-hmm.
Baddies and beaches in LA. That's all they got going for them over there.
You got it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That ain't nothing real. He's so mellow. $5 super chat. Bro, once I saw Lou Dort hit them 4 threes in 1 quarter, I'm like, yeah, it's over, bro. Braun was really the only one trying for real.
In the first 5 minutes.
That's crazy. When Lou Dort's hot.
Absolutely,
But Swiper,
man.
I mean, Swiper, this all the simulation anyway.
Braun dunked on somebody's ass last night.
He almost punched on somebody.
No, he dunked on somebody's ass for real, and they ain't even say nothing about it. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all not gonna say nothing about Braun dunking that shit?
Because that's normal.
I mean, they was down 30 though, but
it's Braun. Even
he
at
dunked
even
on.
at
I don't know
42.
who it was at the rim. He dunked that shit.
Chill, how many more
was
years
gonna lay
has
it
Braun
up,
got? He got next season. Will there be a season after next season?
As long as he got to Bryce getting the league.
Bryce.
Because that's their only chance.
Bryce is not getting to. Never mind.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I don't know what league he getting to, but salute to him.
Red Hood, dominant character, by the way. If you don't know who Red Hood is, 6378 $5 super chat. The Lakers need to get a real coach and get a team to fit and help Luka, preferably Embiid or Bam. Likely gonna have to take a chance on Zion.
Luka get Embiid. He's not even the best player on his team. I mean, shit, I don't mind, but well, salute, I guess.
Yeah, shouts.
They need to
Shout out
get
to Paul
AD back.
George.
BO $5 super chat. Where was Damo at during the entire winning streak when the Lakers were rolling? Nasty to pull up on the panel after our worst game in months. I don't know if Damo was supposed to be on the show during that point in time.
Hey, you played against Paul George in high school?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, shout out. I don't know if Damo was supposed to be on the show, but shout out to them. And then Teddy Hart 2913 $5 super chat. To Barati's credit, he was being guarded by Kaysen Hellhound Wallace.
Oh, I don't want to
who
hear
gives
that.
any PG hell.
No, not that
NBA
type of problem.
player.
Not that type of problem.
No.
No, that shit
was pathetic.
And he got in the game early too, by the way. It wasn't like he got in the game when they was down 35 in the fourth quarter. No, he was in the game early in the second quarter.
Bruh, the fact that JJ had to tell Luke Kennard bring the ball up is fucking insane. Like, hey,
That's not funny.
toughen up on the kid. Toughen up. He said,
Yeah, that was tough. Bombs away 221 $5 super chat. Typical Luka injury gimmick. I can't believe you guys thought this man was a top 7 player. Luka fans, learn your place and go back to Brunson talks.
Oh, shut up. How about that? You shut up.
He really don't like Luka. Maybe.
Shut up, man.
Man, this is like an alternate universe. I cannot believe I'm on this side of Luka talks right now.
For real, yo.
Hey, Swiper, I got a super chat. Y'all wrong as fuck for letting Penn get that shit off he got off yesterday. Man.
Who let him get it off?
I got a super chat.
No, I left the show when that rant happened.
No,
so it ain't got nothing to do with me.
that motherfucker said Allen Iverson wasn't something. He wasn't a good point guard because of Magic Johnson. I'm like, first of all, that nigga wasn't even a point guard. That's number one. Letting Penn
that segment.
I pushed against that. Adamantly pushed against that.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, what? I'm like,
Wait, was this during the draft? I don't remember that.
Point guard.
No, it was when he was saying basically that we think so it was Kobe Bryant, started with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, when he said that since we saw prolific scorers, we think any prolific scorer is super good or something if they're the same side, all that type of stuff. It was just typical,
Bro, that shit was just ridiculous. And Swipe, I want to say your ass was ridiculous too when you was pushed about Jokic's defense. You went into a ridiculous.
What'd I say? We didn't talk about Jokic yesterday.
Yeah, the hell you did.
About what?
No, don't worry about the drinks. We got 55 super chats, and if we do,
I got 45. I'm trying to get through it, but Drench over here.
Keep capping.
Jamrock. I didn't even talk about Jokic yesterday. Jamrock 1876 $5 super chat. We've been seeing this story before with the Lakers. This is what Charles Barkley's been talking about all season. Wolves in 5 again.
I agree with the Wolves beating their ass again.
If they lose in 5 to the Wolves again, brother.
I just don't think that anybody.
That's a bad matchup for them.
I mean, I personally thought yesterday's game was going to be more competitive than what it was. That's number one. Number two, I don't think there's anybody up here who thought that the Lakers honestly could win the NBA championship. I don't think that that's realistic.
I think it is realistic when Luka was playing the way that he was playing. I've argued that because you have a guy like Luka Doncic and because because of how amazing y'all talk about him, I don't let people off the hook, chill. I feel like every year Jokic is in contention to win an NBA championship. I feel like Luka is in contention to win an NBA championship. I feel like Shea is in contention to win an NBA championship. I feel like Giannis should be, even though Giannis hasn't been in a while.
Just off the sense
Yes,
of those guys
anytime
being
you
there.
have an amazing player, don't let them off the hook, Chill. That's the price you pay.
You gotta have
for
a
being
competent
amazing.
roster though.
So Drake,
have a
you
competent
literally-
roster?
Wait,
Not Giannis.
Stop right
No,
there.
not Giannis.
Stop
Not Giannis.
right
I'm
there,
talking about
Ox.
Luka,
Because this dude straight just socked me right here in my temple when I said that I think that the Lakers, the Cavs can have a chance against the Lakers because they had James. Meanwhile, with
That's
Giannis,
against Kobe
with,
though.
okay, it's Brian. I got you. Okay,
I think that's that circumstance because it's against
I
that
got
team.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, don't let these great players like this off the hook. Like they have a competent roster. Like they had a competent roster when they was going on a 10-game winning streak, when they was doing all the shit that they were supposed to do, when they lost one game and all of that shit. It's competent. It's just we keep making excuses. Like at the end of the day, you just didn't get it done. You just didn't get it done. That don't make Luka a worse player than what he is. Like he's still a great player, bro. He just lost.
Sokil, $5 super chat. JJ sends Bronny James and Mark sends Jared McCain, LMAO. Legit levels to this S. Shout out to Real Talk for telling us that's what happened. Shay just better. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said they'll show there's levels to this. So I mean, he was right.
Yeah, he said Luka got hurt, don't count, but shit, they was already down 30.
No. The comeback was on. You ain't paying attention.
Mad Max Sports $5 super chat rank Marcus Page, Psycho T, Ray Felt, MJ, Worthy, Ty Lawson, and John Henson. That's a lot of players. Also, W. Ox for getting another panelist of the week. El Chill.
Oh, he's just trying to rank UNC players.
Yeah.
Mad Max, I feel the same way about you. You too. Yep.
Who is Psycho T?
Tyler
Hansbrough.
the number one player on this list. By
That's
the way.
that nigga nickname?
Yeah.
Psycho
Yeah,
T,
bro.
hell yeah.
He got
Yeah,
that
no
nickname.
clue.
Remember when he got his nose busted and he was still.
I hated Tyler Hansbrough game, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hated watching him play.
Psycho T was the
Ox,
man.
I bet you that's a
all I know is
player that
Psycho T
Ox
number
like
one.
watching play though.
I
hate
love
that.
Psycho T. I love Psycho. He's number one on this list right now. Psycho T is number one.
No.
Yeah.
Then
I
James
hated
Worthy.
watching him. I
Then
knew
James
he wasn't
Worthy.
gonna be a good NBA player. I
Then
watched
Michael
him play
Jordan.
and I was like, yeah, that shit ain't gonna work.
Didn't he get drafted by the Pacers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so
Then
we clear
John
also,
Henson.
I mean,
His
John
most
Henson-
notable NBA moment was him fighting Udonis Haslem.
Y'all
Yeah.
do know that. Y'all do
They were
know
the same makeup, by the way.
Anton Jameson went to North Carolina too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
You still and Psycho T was still better.
So did she too.
Yeah, she
Hold
went to
on.
North Carolina too.
So did
Jerry
Rashad
Stackhouse-
McCants. Y'all
Yeah,
better
Jerry-
get it out the mud. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind.
Jerry
Y'all
Psycho
Stackhouse-
T was
North Carolina.
Psycho T was way better than Rashad McCants, by the way.
I'm not
Psycho
tripping.
T was
If
better
you-
than everybody.
He was.
But if you talk about like those UNC teams at the mid 2000s, wasn't Sean May better than like Raymond Felton? And them?
I thought he was gonna be awesome in the pros. I did.
That's right.
I didn't think Sean May was gonna be good
Matter
in
of
pros
fact,
either,
hey,
but I
unless
also
I'm
didn't
tripping-
think Tyler Hansbrough was gonna be good.
Unless he
in
went
pros.
to Duke. I'm pretty sure he went to North Carolina. I know he went to North Carolina, and he was a dog. I thought Wayne Ellison was about to be the man, bro. I loved him since high school.
Ain't no way
I
you thought
Wayne
Wayne
was
Ellison was gonna be the man.
Yeah, he was cool out of high school.
No, he
Bro,
had that good. He had that one good year in Miami, right? He was shooting like 40% from three. He
Yeah,
had that one good
yeah.
year. In
I love
Miami.
Wayne,
I've
bro.
been in the league longer than what he should have been.
I know who. I told y'all who was. Well, I didn't tell y'all, but I knew who was going to be weak. Was who was it? What's his
Psycho
name?
T.
Justin Johnson.
Justin
Jackson.
Jackson.
Justin
Jackson.
Justin Jackson.
Shout
Oh,
out my
yeah,
Houston
yeah.
guy. You know he from Houston. I played against him
Hey,
in
he
high school.
was with the Kings, right? Justin Jackson was with the Kings.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Kings.
I was so mad, bro. I was pissed.
Bro, he
Here we
played
go.
like-
Here we go again.
Bro, Justin
You
Jackson
guys
was one of
really
the first
couldn't
ones
draft
to play
for like
6 years in
8
college.
Justin
Justin Jackson was one of the ones to play like 6 years in college.
sorry. I don't want to
Was
say
he?
he was sorry, but he just.
Bro, I don't know. He
Stanley
played
Johnson
a long time.
draft.
Yeah, Justin
Mars.
Jackson was what? Justin Jackson was a senior, right? He left the senior year.
Bro, bro,
Number 44.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, he
was a
in
4-year,
my
right?
class,
4-year.
bro. He's supposed to be he was in my class. He was supposed to be class of 2013.
He played
But-
3 years there, Mons.
Oh, 3 years. Wow.
Oh damn!
Also-
it seemed like he played
also-
longer than that. He was supposed to be class
also,
of 2013 though.
No, Cam Johnson was the one. He played how many years? Cam Johnson played?
3. I think he played 3.
No, wait, Cam Johnson was like 24 when he got drafted, right? Am I tripping?
Damn, for real?
No.
no.
Nah,
no.
I think he
I might
played
be
only 3
tripping.
years
My
at
fault. I might
North
be
Carolina.
tripping.
No,
Also,
'cause
though,
he-
shout out
trans-
to you, Mad Max. You know, boy.
Yeah, we got to obviously keep going.
Cam Johnson was 23 when he got drafted.
Yeah.
So he played what? 5 years?
Well, he
He got,
transferred.
he got like a medical red shirt or something.
Yeah, he was 5 years because he was at Pitt and then he went
Mhm.
to he had 5 years. Yeah.
I remember him at Pitt, but I didn't know he played. Maybe because I thought maybe that's why. I remember him at Pitt though.
Alan R 978 $5 super chat. This game will matter on Judgment Day.
I don't understand why that's even
Well,
funny.
soon 77.
I don't.
Hey, don't understand that super. Don't worry about that super
That
chat.
shit ain't funny. It's not.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I thought it was funny. My fault. Hey,
No,
my bad.
it's kind of funny, chill. It's kind of funny, chill, but don't worry about
I got a
that.
different level
I-
of sentence. I got a different level of humor. That shit ain't funny to me.
Why would
Love-
you say that?
Luffy
My
Gear.
bad. I got childish humor. I apologize.
Luffy Gear. Shout out to Luffy.
Yeah, I got
One
dark
Piece.
humor.
Shout out to
I do
you got
too, George.
shout out to you do. Shout out to Luffy from One Piece. Gear 4701 $5 super chat. If all the Jalen's in the NBA, spelling don't matter. We're on the same team. Do you think that team wins the title?
Man, who
So
gives a
you
shit?
got
They could.
Jalen Brunson at the 1,
Suggs at
Jalen
2.
Brown and J Dub. Oh no, you can have Jalen Suggs. So Jalen Brunson, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Brown, J Dub.
Hell yeah,
Jalen
they
Duran
did.
is the 5.
What?
Jalen
And then
Williams.
off the
Jalen
brand-
Williams from OKC.
Off the bench,
You said
got the
J-Dub.
other Jalen Williams, the
No,
other
the other
Jalen
one.
Williams.
Oh,
You got Jalen
You
Green.
gotta have some size.
You got Jalen Green.
Let's see.
Jalen Pickett.
Duran.
And then we
Is there
got
We're going
Is there
downhill.
another
We're
big
going downhill off the 7.
you name that Julian Pickett?
No, it's
Jalen
Jalen.
Pickett.
We're going
Julian Strawberry.
downhill off the 7. God damn.
Do
Jalen
we-
Wells.
see
Jalen
Jalen-
Wells in Memphis. Jalen Wells in Memphis. Jalen Wells in
Oh.
Memphis. We'll
Is
get
there any
him.
other
We'll
big
get him.
Jalen's besides Duran and Williams? We need one more. We need one more big.
Jalen Johnson.
Did you mention
Jalen
Brunson?
Johnson.
Yeah,
You
we
already said Jalen
We'll-
Johnson.
Yeah, we'll get. No, I didn't say Jalen Johnson. We'll get
But you
Jalen
said
Johnson
him
as well.
From the Hawks.
I said Brunson, Suggs, J Dub.
Whoa. Hey, Jalen Tyson.
Duran, Jalen Tyson, Jalen
Jalen Clark?
Green, Jalen Johnson.
They not winning no fucking championship, man.
Man,
Come
they
on.
might win a
That's a
championship.
good
bro,
team.
for
I ain't
real.
gonna lie.
Man,
That's
shit out
Jalen
of
Brunson,
that's a
Jalen
good
Brown,
team.
and J Dub.
That's a good
Sooner or
team.
later, ain't nobody gonna want to
And
play with
Jalen
Jalen
Johnson.
Oh wait.
And
The-
Jalen
so
Brown.
GQ Sports has the starting 5. They got the Jalen squad is Jalen Brunson at 1, Jalen Williams at 2, Jalen Brown at 3, Jalen Johnson at 4, Jalen Duran at 5. Off the bench, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Green, Jalen Tyson, Jalen Wells, Jalen Williams, and then you got like Jalen Pickett, Jalen Clark, Jalen Wilson from the
Jalen
Nets.
Moran
I
and
just
Jalen
thought that's
Moran.
funny. That is
Jalen
funny.
Smith from Chicago.
Yeah,
Hey, that team
Jalen, I
coming
like
out-
Jalen Smith. Yeah, that's
You
a
know what
That
you
team could come
like
out the
Jalen
East.
Smith,
That,
Mark.
hey, that team could come out the East for real.
Why would I not like that team?
That's a good team, yo. That's
I
a
say,
good
ain't no
team.
way you
really
like
good
Jalen
squad.
Smith.
He's good.
I do like Jalen Smith, a nice offensive.
He wasn't a
big.
top
Now,
10 player
defensively,
worthy
suck,
pick,
but
but he's a good
offensively,
player.
Jalen Smith got a nice little offensive game. I think Jalen Smith could be a good backup big for a team.
Yeah,
I think Jalen Smith, the fact that he suck on defense, and I don't know, I don't really like his game, but I'm also a hater of him too, for personal reasons. But
Teddy Hart.
Jalen Smith had haters. I ain't know.
Teddy Hart 2913 $5 super chat. Y'all laugh when I put Denny in my All NBA 13, but with Luka, Cade, Ant being DQ'd, it might happen. No, I didn't see this coming, but still.
He about to victory lap injury. Oh my god.
sure, he gonna say y'all laughed.
Salute.
Next $5 super chat we got Average Joe 1789 $5 super chat. If Luka was on OKC, they wouldn't be as good. Y'all be saying stuff like they need to trade Dorton Caruso for actual spacers.
Sure.
Yahoo. 'Cause it
If
sounds-
Luka was on
Luka-
OKC, they
Luka
wouldn't be as
FC,
good.
yeah,
What
it's-
is not as good? Like what do you mean?
Worse than they are now.
Would they could be a game worse? Like, okay, great.
Worse is worse. Worse is worse.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, what does not as good mean? Like championship contenders, they will for sure still be championship contenders.
Average
Yes,
Joe
we did.
1789 $5 super chat. Thank you. If some of these OKC defenders were on other teams, y'all be treating them like they are Bando and saying they shouldn't play. What are we doing? Bando?
First of all, I've been Caruso FC since he was on the Bulls, so be humble.
Facts.
I like
Damn, you
Casey
wasn't
Wallace.
Caruso FC was with the Lakers? Sad.
I wasn't even alive. But Kason Wallace, I've been Kason Wallace FC since before he got drafted, so be humble. Chet Holmgren FC, I said he should have gone number 1 in his draft, so be humble. Isaiah Hartenstein, I said he was an amazing pickup for them, so be humble.
Haven't skipped anything.
Ludor, I still think sucks, so be humble, I guess. I don't know.
Masingo, I read yours earlier.
What other defenders do they have? J-Dub, I don't think anyone can deny what he does. So yeah, Jalen Williams. Yeah, I used to hate on Jalen Williams, but he actually became good. So salute to him. But everyone else, other than Lou Dort, and I still think Lou Dort sucks. So
Hey, Swipe, I got a question about Jalen Williams. Do you think he give Jokic problems?
Yeah, I think he's an outlet too. So I think offensively more than defensively. Yeah.
No, I think defensively he give him problems, but
Not in a single coverage situation, but they just don't play single coverage. But
do you want me to go do my? I did the research on it last year.
I know you.
7 games worth of data.
No, what you need to do is what we haven't done because yesterday they were yapping. We were supposed to do a Jamal Murray segment. We didn't do it yesterday. We didn't do it today.
We ain't do that shit.
And I need a.
Man, we ain't talking about Jamal Murray.
I want to talk
Your
about
next
Jamal
video
Murray.
needs to be a Jamal
I
Murray
do.
video.
I want to talk about Jamal Murray.
Mars is a,
well, maybe
is a
if we
fraudster.
got through the show one time, we could. But
Well, guess whose fault that was?
Here we
Guess
go.
whose fault that was?
As you were saying,
No. Do not blame me for that. No.
As you were saying,
It's the blacks up here that caused that to happen. That's exactly what happened.
Holy
Average Joe.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Shout out to you.
Blacks, man. I agree. If in doubt.
Hey, how the dude take off the headphones?
The blacks. Damn niggers. Damn niggers.
Pink Zaw 00 JJK the GOAT anime. $5
that
super
wasn't
chat.
like you, boy. You didn't put my
Name
glasses
not,
on
guess
and
what?
turn to
Keep
me,
it up.
boy.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
That was not like you. This
Keep it
nigga
up,
got
keep it
my
up.
superpower.
Keep it up.
As you were saying,
I'm
Swiper.
gonna put your weakness on the screen. Name the last time a super chat, the superstar outperformed Shea. All weight plus minus effective field goal percentage, WL, blah blah blah. Well, you're not gonna agree, so I just nothing to talk about there. Shout out.
Game 5 was it? Was it game 5?
Well, no, I think Jokic the second game, the first game they played before this last one was better. The one he went 12. Remember, SGA was 12 of 29 and 1 of 6 in the fourth. But then they won it overtime when he sat on the bench.
Oh yeah, when he just got back from the injury. I actually
that.
forgot that game happened. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, me too. Cam Johnson missed a wide open 3 for the game on the line. Why'd you bring it up, Mars? I just don't understand that. Big Zaw 0 JJJK the GOAT anime $5 super chat. The Acolyte team don't send the kitchen ticket Shea and still shooting 50% or better LMAO. That was about the OKC defense thing.
Where's that guy who sent the super chat in December and he said Shea wasn't going to stay at 55% from the field? Where is that? I haven't heard from him in months.
What's his name?
Probably because
I can't remember.
Probably because Shea is staying at that. That's why you haven't heard from him.
Shea had like 3 games where he struggled. He was like, I don't think Shea gonna stay at 55%. You know, teams are figuring.
What do you want to get a 54.9?
Yeah, 55.1 right now. We still chilling. You know, we just go.
That nigga about to have
if
a
he end up
stinker.
at 54.8, I'm gonna cry. If he end up at
Mars, he about to have a
54.8,
stinker next game. Watch this.
No facts. And then
what is he at now? What's he at right now?
I told you. He at 55.1 right now.
Oh, yeah, man, that's possible, but I doubt he's gonna do. It's gonna be a layup line. Watch.
He's gonna
end up at 6 for 25.
Apparently, it was Drew Nurse Boo. He gonna come back and be like, I told you he ain't gonna be at 55%. I'm gonna round up for sure.
Average Joe 1789 $5 super chat. Name a team whose star player has worse body language than the Lakers. That stuff matters. Oh, I can tell you. Third quarter Jokic in games that don't matter at all. He doesn't want to play in those games.
Shit,
Ain't nobody body language worse.
Going to play the Jazz on Sunday.
Yeah,
be free eats.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody body language worse than Lucas.
It could be
that nigga addicted to looking at the ref every time he missed. I
No,
don't
that's
even
true.
think like sometimes he think it's a foul.
Trent,
that
I
nigga
don't
just
wanna-
missed.
Trent, I really
Devin
don't wanna
Booker
do
do
this.
the same shit.
That shit is gonna piss
Not
me
like
off,
Luka,
yo.
though.
That shit is just gonna get my. I don't really want to do this when it comes to Luka. Please don't do this, Trent, because that shit gonna get my blood pressure up.
That nigga do it every time, chill. That's
Oh my
ridiculous.
goodness, man! I want to snatch this fucking TV off the wall. I swear I do.
Bro, he shoot a 3 and miss and look at the ref. If I was the ref, I'd be like, what the fuck
He
you looking
tried.
at me for?
He shot the ball yesterday because he tried to get Shea to foul him. Shea didn't foul him, and immediately looked at the ref while they going out
every
the way.
time.
I wanted to throw my. If I was sitting in the front row, I might have got kicked out the game. I threw my soda at him.
Bro, if I'm the ref, I'm telling him like, hey, bro, why the fuck you keep looking at me? I just had to let him know, like, why you look at me every time?
Back on defense. Sick
Like,
of his
then
ass,
nigga
man.
just missed a wide open shot. He run down the court and just look at the ref. Like, nigga, he addicted to it. Like, you know how people have habits, like Swiper always want to do everything I do. Like, Luka got that same habit that.
Next super chat we got Dimitri Brutus
I do.
3719 $5 super chat. OKC is 61-9 when they shoot league average from 3, regardless of health. When fully healthy, hitting league average 3, no one can beat them in 7 games. The problem is they shot 30.
Shea taking this jump as like a playmaker. Like he threw one like bullet with his left hand cross court yesterday. I was like, God damn. Like Shea making high level reads against the defenses he's seeing. Yeah, if they make shots, you probably not gonna win.
I've never seen Shea look like he hasn't been prepared for a defense. I'll tell you that. I've never seen him look like
never this year or like in general.
This year. No, well,
Oh,
in most cases. I mean, obviously when he's young, like you gotta be.
No, but I'm talking about like last year. I think like the Pacers gave him problems.
Yeah, they gave him problems. I think what gave Shea problems against the Pacers was Nembhard figured out a way to neutralize Shea being aggressive without fouling. Like I think that was the problem for Shea. But I'm talking about as far as like just turning the ball over, just making bad reads. like just not being able to get to his spot. He's always figured it. Like he's always under control. He really be figuring out where the help is going to come from. He knows how to manipulate the defense in the first 2 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter, like Shea got it, bro.
All right, we got to keep going, y'all. Chill's getting in fights in the chat now. Talking about people's bellies and whatnot. G-Rel, $5 super chat. Sup, PC, as former athletes. What is the first time you realized that you were really good at the sport you played?
Good athletes.
Really good or just good? Because like really good is crazy.
Did you ever think you were really good?
Like really good is crazy. I don't think I ever realized I was really good, but like good.
I mean, I knew I was D1 good in middle school. I figured that out then.
Look.
D1 good.
No, I did. I mean, I was number one recruit coming into high school.
Because he's right. Yeah,
I was number one recruit coming into high school. So I mean, yeah, I was 100% right. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll probably say like my sophomore year. Sophomore year when I
still reading super chat.
You played running back, huh? In middle school.
When I transferred
we all the pass player.
Sophomore year, I'll probably say that's when I found out I was pretty good.
You know how you had to your pass player, you got to play on the D line.
So we start AAU sophomore year. That's when I found out I was pretty decent.
Yeah. Shout out, man. Shout out to Hoops.
Matter of fact, I just seen it on Twitter, and there's that gym in Vegas, and it's like if you know what I'm saying, this gym is the separator from the men and the boys. You know what I'm saying? And that's
yeah. I ain't never had the luxury to say that I was really good. I was good enough when I seen that I'm playing against guys that known D1, and I'm holding my own. I'm cooking.
I think traveling too, Jordan, helps too. Like if you travel and you're like, I'm actually better than a lot of people, not just in my state. I think that also helps too.
Yeah. I think that definitely helps too.
But then you also see there's levels too. Like you run into people like, damn, they even better than I am. So those are the tippity.
Yeah, everybody on my team. I'm not kidding when I say we had too many Division I guys like on one team. We had
I've just never met anyone better than me because I'm amazing.
Yeah, you don't leave the house. That's the only context there.
I used to leave the house. That's how amazing.
Yeah, but you don't.
We had 9 Division I players on one basketball team. Do you know how insane that shit is?
Yeah, that's nuts. That's a super team.
It's insane.
Nims knows ball, $5 super chat. Casey Wallace was the old man on the 3 podcast, on the old man on 3 podcast, and even he admitted not watching much film. I agree, Damo. Yeah. Big Za 00, JKJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, the GOAT anime, $5 super chat. D Fox and Chet are who are going to determine the OKC and Spurs in Western Conference Finals. Man, you know what? It's possible. See if Cam Johnson can redeem himself. Avery BO, $5 super chat. 65 game rule is fine. Luka missed games earlier just due to rest on back-to-backs. Play ball if you aren't hurt. Those early season games are off stinging. Okay. G-Rel, $5 super chat. I can see the Hornets having a playoff run like the Patriots did in 24, competitive second round loss. Possible.
If they can get out that
play-in tournament.
Yeah.
Play-in. If they can get out that play-in.
Philly 6 right now. I need Toronto to keep losing.
Philly gonna be a dangerous team, Mars. I'm gonna tell you that in the playoffs. And shout out to Paul George. I told you I'm not taking no more disrespect to Paul George. That's family. I'm sticking up for family. So you niggas better watch.
I've been trying to tell people, Paul George ain't been really good for the Sixers, man, just because he's making too much money.
Like he turned the clock back a couple of days ago.
That nigga cold.
Yeah,
we got some good.
Yeah, he's still not that level of scorer where he gonna do that.
That's 25 games.
Yeah, the fact that he's capable of it is still like that's useful. And he's been good since he's been back.
Shout out to my homeland.
That's why I'm at with a lot of these older players. Like even players when they retire, when they're 37, 38, 39, they're still really good. Mm-hmm. It's just 82 games. If it was a 50 game season, a lot of these dudes will play a lot longer. Mm-hmm. Like I guarantee Melo will take some NBA players out to the court right now and spank them.
Oh, for sure. Bro,
in ones, yeah.
Mars, no, even a regular game, Mars. Even a regular game, Mars. But just he can't do it for he can't do it 2-3 times a week. You know,
a lot of shooters in the league.
Hey, is Paul George top 5 shooter in the NBA?
No, that's a lot of shooters in the league, bro.
I doubt it.
He's up there though.
That nigga can shoot that.
I have to really make a list. I doubt it.
Catch and shoot off the bounce, spacing, movement. That nigga can shoot that. Bitch.
Mars knows who's number one though.
Right,
I'm glad he finally came around.
Boy, shit.
Big Za, yeah. You were doubting early on. Big Za 00 JJJK, the GOAT anime $5 super chat swipe of the Jujutsu Kaisen season finale. It's the best anime episode that dropped since COVID. You did the GOAT. Definitely an argument.
What did that say? That was there anime reference or some shit?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You really don't watch anime? Yeah,
Hell no.
He doesn't
I'm
watch
being
anything that has
serious.
joy. Cultured
Yeah,
Bandit,
you need to
$5
get
super
paid.
chat. Rockets looking like an actual team lately. 4-game winning streak in Şangun looks great. Tari is finally hitting shots, and KD playmaking looks better.
How many threes has Tari hit since the last time we talked about it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He
Mark,
made
you don't
a
watch no
couple
fucking
against the
anime
Knicks.
either, though.
Oh yeah, but that's because I'm boring.
Me too.
Uh,
Nigga, I watch prison documentaries. I want to know what
Oh,
your
yeah,
I want to know
you-
what your
You
interest is.
just
getting prepared or
Tari
something?
finally hitting threes. He was 1 for 7 last game.
Sorry. So no, he is not.
Man, just say you
He
watched
isn't.
the Knicks game, man. God
Yeah,
damn.
no, he isn't.
Yeah.
No, he isn't.
Ox, what you laughing at?
No, he isn't.
Cause I can shoot better than Tari Eason.
Not bad.
Tari Eason shot low against the
DSG
Knicks.
Piccolo, $5 super chat. Swipe it. Did you see the Nigerian homeland brother prospect?
my God.
Luar Bernard, 6'4", 306, runs a 4.63, and I think he had a 6% body fat. By the way, obviously a raw prospect, but I wonder if he can develop.
What school?
It's
did he go?
possible.
306 pounds, and you said 3% body fat.
6% body fat.
6% body fat.
Yeah, nigga, that's
I'm about to
insane.
Google
pounds?
this,
Yeah,
man.
look him
That's
up on
a
Twitter
lie.
right now.
Nigga, no way.
Look him up on
That's
Twitter.
what?
Yeah, look him up on Twitter.
Hey,
No
hey,
way.
Ox, my homeboy, Mott, that nigga
Oh
was
shit.
that nigga was 240. This nigga was 2% body fat his whole career. Nigga, that nigga built like an Amazon, bro. I'm like, yo, how are you built like that?
Bro, 306 pounds, 6% body fat.
He looks crazy
That's
too, bro.
nuts.
Gonna lie, yeah,
That's
he ain't look how I
nuts.
expected. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. He ain't look
Hold
how
on,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Uar.
Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Uar Bernard. UAR Bernard.
Yeah.
Who said I'm stupid? What, bro, my homeboy is literally 240 pounds, 2% body fat. Like, I'm dead ass serious.
2%.
That nigga is 2% body fat.
He's within 5 to 7 to 3-4%. Like that's still very
Holy
low.
shit.
Yeah, Mo underscore.
I heard 6'4", 306. I thought he was gonna look like me, but 6'4".
Well, you know a lot of
Yeah, no, but
bodybuilders
he
be
ain't-
3.
He not 600. I mean, he not 300 pounds though.
Yeah, he is.
Holy
He
nah,
weighed in
bro,
at
like-
300
They
pounds.
weighed him
What
and
school
that
did he
shit
go
said
to?
300 pounds. You gonna
Bro,
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
bro, like
It's
260.
not impossible. Y'all
He's
tripping.
Swiper,
bigger
what
than
school
I
did he
am.
go to? What school
That
did he go
nigga
to? Swiper?
6'10".
What school did he go to, Swiper?
I don't know. I've literally just saw him today. I have no idea. Not tapped in. Uar Bernard. I just saw, whatever. Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's 2%, but yeah, I think he's probably 4 or 5, 6, something like that. Shout
Who
out
you
to-
talking about, Mott?
Yeah, shout out to Mott. Yeah, shout out to Mott.
He's 6'10".
Yeah, I
What
know,
you
but
talking
2% is
about?
like I think
I
that's
don't think
actually.
I don't think he went to. It says he's an international pathway program player.
Yeah,
I guess it's
so,
just
yeah, I think no,
so-
he was
So,
cool.
so that is went
If
to Africa
somebody
and
is
snatched
16,
him
my-
up.
They just found someone built like that. Like shit, you might be able to play.
Yeah, he gonna put his hand in the dirt. Is what he's gonna do, and they're gonna feel.
That
he
nigga was out
rushed
there
past it.
tackling zebras and shit. They said, "Hold on, brother, come here."
Y'all crazy, bro.
I find some diamonds in the rough doing this.
OG team, $5 super chat. Of all the players y'all have listed on all defensive team, fair to say OG has the least amount of help responsibility next to him. Unfair to OG.
I mean, Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges.
He got to cover for Brunson. That's a lot.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Of all the names we said, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, shout out. Bippin Hearts, $5 super chat. Thank you, Jordan. Do you guys believe triple doubles are becoming overrated? I.e., Cat versus Memphis the other day, and Trenton Wofford seems
No.
like anybody can get one.
No, they're not.
No, it's not overrated.
No, they never will be.
Yeah,
I don't think it's overrated.
They
I just
never-
think
they
I just
never
think
meant that
people
much to me,
people
so.
think it means something that doesn't mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. That's where I'm at with odds. It's like, I don't think it's overrated, but I just think people attribute value to it that doesn't exist. So maybe I guess
Still
they
hard.
overrate. I guess
It sounds
by-
like it's overrated.
yeah, I
It's
guess
still
by that
hard to
definition
do,
it's
but
overrated.
it's
But
still
to me,
hard
it's not overrated. But I never rated it the way other people do. So to me, I just,
Shout.
You might not hold it in as high a regard as other people, but you don't think it's overrated.
yeah. I
Bippin
guess,
Hearts,
yeah.
$5 super chat. Thank you for a second one. TDs, triple doubles are impressive and show the impact on the game, but the mystique and the lore behind it, it was because they were less frequent. Why are there so many more? I don't know if there's so many more. I think Russ and
There are
Jokic
so many
happened
more.
and
There is
Luka
so many
happened.
more. There is so many more. So
All in all?
in like 2012, there was like 3 triple doubles the whole season. There's way more.
Sure. You think is that a skill thing? Players are just that much more skilled.
I mean, it's an emphasis on. I think it's a few things. An emphasis on versatility. So we spoke about that earlier, asking
Yep.
guys to do more of everything. Your best players have the ball more, which means giving them more usage, more time of possession. They're controlling the outcome of possessions more. And then with the rise of 3-pointers, more long rebounds allows perimeter players to get more rebounds. And in a switch everything league, you're taking bigs away from the rim, which allows guards to go in and get the boards. So I think the rebounds are going up for perimeter players because switching is more prevalent and because more threes are being shot, which allows guards to get more rebounds as opposed to previous eras where that was the bigs domain. The ball was coming off the rim, the bigs again. And now that you're asking your wings and etc. to initiate even more, they're going to get more assists and the heliocentrism rise. So you're seeing guys like Denny Avdia run the offense. That wouldn't have happened 20 years ago. So all of that comes together to, I think, lead to more triple doubles.
Yeah. Basically, what Mars is saying is that it meant a lot more when Jason Kidd was doing it.
Salute to Jason Kidd.
I got an NFL show to host in a little bit, so I mean, it might take over.
Yes, sir.
Right, not too long.
Or the super chats ain't gonna get read because I got
no. I
gotta go too, so we gotta hurry up.
That's why I tried to get through the show, and then Drench said,
"We on the clock. Come on, we on the clock. Come on, let's go."
Again, this is from Drench. Oil Up Juicy, Real Talk FC, $5 super chat. My Drench man, I'm loving the new look. I'm gonna shave my beard now too. Also, can the panel rank the guys at their peak? T-Mac, Kawhi, Luka, and Embiid.
T-Mac's number 1.
Embiid's number 1.
Well, Kawhi's number 2, so I don't know how that works.
Oh, we agree with Kawhi number 2. There we go.
Embiid, Kawhi,
can go number 4. Shout out to T-Mac. He can go number 4.
Yeah. I'm going Embiid, Kawhi, Luka, T-Mac. Shout out to y'all, though.
Luka before T-Mac?
Yeah, we ain't got time.
Hank Williams, V6T, $5 super chat. Swiper. If we the blacks, you are swiper, no longer swiper. Jordan, you're muted.
I already heard someone swipe with the hard R. I heard that.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Jordan.
On Twitter?
No, on me.
Oh, that happened all the time.
They just
you're right.
swipe with a hard R. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, salute. It was actually Frank. Shout out to Frank in the chat. He could swipe with a hard R.
Unknown Warrior Q27. If Jordan's talking to us, we cannot hear him.
I wasn't talking to you, so hold on. I got somebody on speakerphone right now. I had to go fact checks. Let's go. So
see, we never get out.
Money Mott right here. At your best.
So did you hear that? We on a time crunch?
What? Swiper, can you shut your ass up? At your
this
best
is my show.
Weight, what was your best weight and what was your percentage?
Like 235, probably like 4%, 3% body fat.
Exactly, 4%. 4%. Yeah, exactly.
3% probably.
You said 4 or 3. You said 2%. Hey, how about this? How about you tell Motley I was there in 2014 when he was.
He don't remember you.
I know. It's fine. I know for a fact his body fat wasn't 2%. I can tell you that much. I know for a fact.
You were body watching?
I was. I literally was. Literally was body washing. 100%. 100% body washing.
Right. That's all.
All right. Shout out to Mott.
I'll call you back a little bit.
Waste of time. And then we got another one. We got $10 super chat. But shout out to Mott though.
I'll call you in a little bit.
JR Sprints 7738 $10 super chat. To be honest, I kind of figured this game was gonna be that way as soon as Austin Reeves had like 3 turnovers in 40 seconds. Also, shout out to the Lakers for giving me NBA players warm-up threes.
Shout out to the Lakers, yep.
Yeah, they definitely had some open threes. Bob Solo, $10 super chat. Easton was bad at Mars versus the Knicks, went 3 of 6 and 2 of 3.
You niggas owe me money. I'm just saying that.
Told y'all hate the Knicks. Knicks will turn it around, scoring 130 without their best scorer. Shout out, $10 super chat. Appreciate it. Bob Solo, as always.
Hey, Swiper, you said you was at Baylor in 2014?
Yeah, hold on, bro. Hold on. Coltrane, 26, $5 super chat. Swiper, that stat about Luka not having 30 is wrong. He did in 24 playoffs.
He said since 2024, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, I did. I said 2 years.
So that was the last time, right?
People got to listen, man. Listen up.
Shouts. $2 super chat. Red Hood 6378. $2 super chat. This is your king that said was more MVP than Wemby. Probably about.
Swipe, we don't got time to read the light blue joints.
I'm going to read all of them because they sent them earlier, but I got through the big ones already. So
nigga, you got to read the ones with niggas with bread.
I did. They're all red. I'm reading through the last few. They have 19 left. And then we got Tyler Tally 7198 $2 super chat. Luka down the gluteal contusion from the belt 2A. That is hilarious.
The word.
Logan Sparks 23 $2 super chat. Lakers quote unquote contenders quote unquote LMAO. Hilarious. Yeah. Shout out the Lakers are not contenders. And then we got 123 123. Whoa, $2 super chat. Ant can still qualify if he plays all 6 games left.
The nigga not playing.
He can't because he played 3 minutes in one of the games, so he doesn't because he has to play 20 minutes.
The minute shit is stupid. The minute
He
shit
can't,
is
yeah,
stupid.
he can't.
80 fresh 7914 40 whatever that is. Luka will retire. No MVP. SGA era here.
What currency is that? Fanatics currency?
Quab underscore $2 super chat. SGA was blowing by them boys on every possession. Yeah,
Every possession.
Yeah, shout out. Quab underscore again $2 super chat. Your offense don't matter when you're down 30, Jordan. That was about the other conversation about going against their defense. Acro D2 $2 super chat. French don't F with someone who matches the ignorance.
Whatever that means, nigga.
Yeah, shouts. Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn 8497 $2 super chat. Who's the best scorer in this year's 2026 draft?
AJ.
Yeah, possible. And then we got Unknown Warrior Q27 2 pounds. I can see Embiid getting his legacy ring like Dirk. Yep, come on to Denver and be backup center, brother. We got a new member. We got Nix37 became a YouTube member. Shout out to my dog. We got MP3134 member for 23 months. I'm here for an absolutely disgusting episode. I don't think it was as disgusting today. It was actually,
it could have been a lot more disgusting.
If there were certain people here, it would have been way worse. Tough Bradley member for 32 months. What was y'all's reaction when you first heard about Seattle moving to OKC? Everybody was happy.
Yeah, I don't think nobody cared.
About that one.
I didn't even.
The other way, we were
matter, bro.
Yeah, I don't think nobody cared.
No.
The Sonics sucked too at that time.
989 Michi member for 6 months. That block in the corner by Asar. Oh my gosh, DPOY. Shout out to Mars. Best player of the 4 yesterday. Step back underscore 1237 member for 21 months. Top of the morning, Dami, my sunshine. Shout out to Damo. 206 underscore Nate member for 21 months. Luka definitely has better offensive health than Shea. He does.
Yeah, obviously.
Sorry, Key member for 28 months. Tonight there will be levels to this b-ball stuff from Mr. Real Talk. Trey better.
Shake my head.
W Mars.
Did you just say swoop?
Like I was gonna read through the last
nigga,
part.
what you and Ron is horrible. This nigga Ron read Nike. Ron says
Smoke.
This nigga said smoke. Nigga, you was crazy.
W Mars.
That's
El
why I said he
Fuca.
wasn't at Baylor in 2014.
Definitely
Nigga
was.
in 2014.
Nim Noseball became a YouTube member. And then the last one, King Jabo 5392 became a YouTube member. Shout out. We got a bunch of great. It was a great episode
wait,
today.
Swiper, hold on, wait, no, Swiper, hold on.
Yeah, there's a bunch of super chats that came in.
Yeah, did you not get these ones?
No, I don't have them on my board.
I'll read them real quick. I'll read them real quick. Fiji Finesser. LeBron should watch his mouth about Memphis. We have developed championship talent in the NBA and NFL. Ian Clark, who sent his ass home in 5. Chris Chioza, Mark Gasol, and Super Bowl champion Kenny Walker. That doesn't change the fact that they need to go to Nashville.
Nigga, Chris Chioza ain't that damn good though, by the way.
Yeah, that's not names to write home about, respectfully.
Nigga name drop Chris Chioza.
Tupac Westside has a 2-part super chat. This is the first part of that. Happy Friday, fellas. Frustrating loss, but it's not the end of the world like some LA fans on X think. You were right, though, Unc. Blame all around. Don't understand why JJ didn't play Vando till GT.
Garbage time.
Okay, good.
Boy, that nigga can understand this shit here, boy.
Also, prayers up to Luka. Hope he's not out long. He looked more hurt emotionally than physically. Shout out to AR for sticking up for him. That fan was out of line. At least the next games are easy. What the fan was tripping on Luka?
Yeah, he said that he don't got to play defense no more.
Yeah, you ain't going to play no defense no more, basically.
It wasn't that bad. Folks be really tripping. It ain't that damn serious, bro. But I will say this, though. Shout out Memphis again. My homeboy Markel Crawford from there. That nigga one of the coldest hoopers I ever seen. If you know who Markel Crawford is, that nigga cold, bro. He played in the NBA a little bit. And Jalen Johnson, was that his name? He's played with the Lakers.
I don't know.
He used to get them triple double. I mean, he get that triple double shit and he got all the rebounds.
How many more? We got Ox.
Something. A few more. Jam Rock 1876. The Lakers versus Thunder last night was a perfect example of there's levels to everything in life. Heard that.
His nickname was JJ. They used to call him JJ.
King Bo. We already read that one, so I can get that one out of here. Let me know if we read any of these already.
I read that one.
We've read that one.
Okay.
Did not read that one.
I've been told it's easier for a center to average 9+ assists than it is for a point guard to average 9+ rebounds on paper. But history says 5 point guards have averaged 9 rebounds, while only one center ever averaged 9+ assists. Why is that?
Who's the 5
Yeah,
point
Bill, he did
guard?
play the G League.
I think that depends. I think that depends on like what kind of sets you run as far as your centers getting assists. Your point guard can get 9 rebounds regardless of what type of sets you run. So I think it'd probably be easier or more likely that point guards get 9 rebounds and the average center get 9 assists. That's just how my mind will work on that. But who knows?
Yeah, he definitely played in G League. Bill, I forgot that nigga named Jalen something. That nigga was a rough. Come from humbling beginnings. He was on 2K and everything.
JR's Prince 7732. The fact Luka might miss this by 1 game is stupid, and Cade already disqualified. This rule is made to stop load management, not punish people for being actually injured. 65 game rule is stupid.
I'm kind of with Kawhi though. If you hurt, you just hurt. I don't think it's punishing you for being injured. Like nigga, you just hurt. Like it is what it is. It doesn't really matter whether it's to stop load management or you actually got hurt. You're still hurt. It doesn't matter.
Right. You can still get paid if you don't go to work, but you can't get employee of the month. So that's how it should be. PB7. PB7. Said it before. We'll say it again. There's all. Okay, cool. Well, we're done, y'all. That's it.
Okay. Shout out to y'all. By the way, literally next week. I'm talking about next week. Literally. We will be in Portland. Make sure you get your tickets. The panel will be having a live show with a meet and greet. Blazers Clippers game. We will have the show before. We'll have the game. We'll have post-game fan experiences. We'll have exclusive prizes. You can meet Jordan. You can meet Ox. You can meet Ron. You can meet Mars. You can meet Chill. And if you really want to, you can meet me as well. This is going to be a great opportunity. The first ever live podcast at an NBA arena before an NBA game. Thank y'all so much for being here with us. This was a special episode. Y'all know what time it is. This is Player's Choice, the panel. We will see you next Monday. We out.
Psych.